I don't know if he's having a good time or if he's just kind of like taking it all in.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. We are, we are, I always say we are the Nat 30s or most of the Nat 30s. We are some of the Nat 30s and guests. And tonight we are continuing with our part 2 of The Midnight World, a pre-release horror-themed TTRPG as created by gemandIRPG.com, which I will throw in the chat here. We have our returning director or game master, Gavin, Papa Bear,
Woo!
right there, who is going to be walking us through this game that he has helped to develop and has been the one to play the most, apparently. If I got that right. Gem, Gem.
I believe at this point I've run the game more than anyone else. So
in the whole world.
And the webpage is not the best way to find us. I will point out that is not a Arcalum is there it is.
There you go.
Just gonna link it in there.
There you go. All right, so follow that link that's in the chat to go check out Gemini and the Midnight World RPG that is soon to be released. Is it like by the end of the year?
That is the goal. Me, the development team and writing team we are typing a lot of words right now to get them about to get over the finish line. So that is the goal. Yep, end of the year. Hopefully, it looks like it's going to happen. So I just don't. I don't have enough of a. I just keep writing. That's all I can do.
Just keep writing. That's the way to do it.
So who is this Arcalum in the chat
that
I see?
Arcalum in the chat. That is actually the creator of the Midnight World. That is James.
Hey!
An old friend of mine at this point. I think we've been friends for like 10 years now. Jesus, dude. It's been a long fucking time of me and James being friends. Like, I didn't even realize it's like, no way, man, isn't that long. It's been, whatever. It's been a long time. It's felt like a decade. I don't know what that means. It's
been 3 weeks. It feels like 10 years.
Yeah, it feels like 10 fucking years. After last year, we had 6 years last year, so who knows where you're at right now.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, this year has been a really long decade.
It has.
It really has.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for letting us play your awesome game.
It is I mean, I'm glad to run it for you. I just want to let everybody know that we are. I was running my own stream, Proletarian Papa Bear, but it's just way too much work for me right now because I'm writing, and so we're moving our channel over to here on the Nat 30s on Mondays in July. I can't remember the number.
It'll be the end, either the end of July or the beginning of August, because I'm doing my charity streams over at Wesselhausen's.
That's right. See, on my screen, Izzy is down there, but on this screen, Izzy is over here. I don't understand how cameras work. I just want to let you know.
I can't get over the delay. It drives me
It
drives me crazy.
So I am one of the developers on it. We are going to be finishing up the company retreat. This was written by the other developer, Jim. It is one of 2 really solid, like, one-shot-ish demos. We're gonna have, these are both going to be like released for free as like supplements and things once they're fully cleaned up and edited and stuff like that. And the other one, which is Avery Main, is in the book. So you'll get when the book gets to you, you'll have something to cut your teeth on. Avery Main being the first story, or the game that James ran that like basically led to this system being developed. Was that, so it's pretty neat. Anyway,
did you say Angry Man?
What? Avery Main.
Avery Main.
Avery Main. So, just for those out in the audience there, I can't feel like half of my face, so I'll say things really weird occasionally.
Okay, no, it was probably just me.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible it's me, because sometimes my tongue just doesn't work. It's this wild-ass nerve damage I got, so...
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I want everybody who is under the age of 30 to go get your wisdom teeth out right now. Don't
Yeah.
wait. You're
Hell
my
yeah.
age, because you're gonna lose all the feeling in your face, and it's gonna suck.
Yep.
So don't do it. Anyways, do you want to go around the table and set everybody talk, or how do we want to start? I don't know your normal format for this.
Yeah, so I'll go first just to get myself out of the way. I am Izzy, one of the DMs, and I like to say I'm the creative director of the Nat 30s, so I'm just going to go with that.
You
and
are.
Yeah.
You are watching our channel, and we will be moving to live in-person play starting in July on Sundays over at the Compound. So definitely go, and I'm going to put it in the chat here for you to go and follow the Compound Twitch channel, because that is where we will be streaming. We will still be streaming over here, but we're probably going to switch things up and offer some more like games with the community and one-shots and things like that. But our main campaign, our long ongoing story, is going to be moving over to the Compound. So, I put our channel, not the Compound's channel, so that might be something I want to do there. Okay, so yeah, go follow them. We're gonna probably eventually also try to get our main campaign in an audio format so that we can reach more people, and so that you don't have to watch us in order to get the story going. But all of that is work in progress, and more to come.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm going to be the
It's gonna
first
be
person
great.
that downloads everything.
So Ray, you're up.
Yes, I'm Patrick from the Nat 30s. I am playing Ray, and I'm just really excited to be here.
What a sweetheart.
All right, Daryl.
Yes, hello. I am Robbie. I GM the game we're running on Could Have Been Heroes podcast, which is very silly fairy tale nonsense that has a really dark underbelly. So we try to be like classic fairy tales where, oh, that's fun and nice, and then grandma gets eaten by a wolf. So we try to have a real big swing between super dark and super sweet and everything in between. So please come take a listen to us there. We're old friends of the Nat 30s now, because like the last year has been a decade. So we've known them for almost a year, and so we've known them for a decade.
A friendship that can survive a pandemic, that's a friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Our friendship flourished in the pandemic, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, I've been doing TTRPG stuff since I was a wee bairn, and I have no plans to stop anytime soon. So.
And Kale, sorry, Kale, not Cat. It's Kale.
Well, close enough, right?
User friendly.
Exactly. Kat, I am currently just a huge fan of all four of these people now that I've met
Yay.
Gavin, and this game is fantastic. I love it. Some of the concepts are just going to be so much fun for me to play with once I'm able to get some of my other friends on board. I am playing Kale, who is and we didn't really discuss department positions, but I came up with one, if that's okay.
Yes, I want to
She's
hear.
actually in HR.
Oh, no.
And she specializes in using her background as a psychologist to increase employee retention through engagement activities and such. So
Oh.
that's where all those buzzwords came from last session.
That's awesome. Oh, I forgot to mention, my character doesn't actually work for this company. He just snuck his way onto the retreat because free trip. And now he's going to die because of that.
That's right.
Oh, no.
That's everybody.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. Yay, it's back to me. So, yeah, that is correct. He is about to die because where we last left, old Daryl there just had a swipe. The shadow, one of the shadow clicker monsters. For those who weren't here last week, they are a bipedal shadow-like creature, seem to be made from darkness itself. They have no ears, no eyes, no nose, and just a giant grinning mouth with razor-sharp teeth. Make a consistent clicking noise, and it seems to be a form of echolocation, because as they make noise, they get honed in on, which is what happened here. Daryl was about to get sliced into little pieces of salami. Ray was distracting one of the things that was attacking. Kale is the trees. She's just in the bushes. No one knows she's there. She's hiding. And Clarabelle was sneaking around Clarabelle was sneaking around and came face to face with a dead body on the ground, and has not actually inspected that yet. And that's where we're going to begin our game this evening, everybody.
Uh-oh.
So, we are now in combat rounds. And the reason I wanted to stop last time, so I want to give everybody a really good breakdown of how combat works in this game. The way that I run combat, there's a couple different ways it's going to be kind of listed out in the book. The way that I like to run combat is everybody's going to roll their initiative. I'm going to order your initiative on the overall tracker. And then in reverse order of initiative, you will tell me what your action is. So that means a person with the highest initiative may make the decision after everybody else. And when I ask you what your action is, I'm going to tell you what roll to make. You're going to go ahead and make it and hold it. So once we're done with that, I'm going to go top down. You're going to give me your number, and I'm going to narrate out what happens with each one. So we can get through. A round is roughly 10 seconds in this game. So it's not really like constrained to how far I can move or whatever. Like if we think you can, if I feel you can do it in 10 seconds, cool. We do not split dice pools or anything really in this game for like multiple actions. You get like one primary rolled action, though there may be occasions where I have you roll something else. Like, okay, I'm going to need you to also make a athletics roll to do the jump part that you want to do. And there may be things like that will build onto it, but you can only make one real like action in the turn, like an attack or something that affects the combat overall. Any questions? All right, then I
had all week to think about how I'm gonna try to not die.
Yeah, so I want everybody to roll initiative, intuition plus vigilance is your initiative.
And then, are there any aptitudes that can bounce up initiative?
Tactics or athletics is what I've been doing.
Gotcha.
Though in certain situations, it may be something else. So if we were in an
Sure.
initiative of like, say, hacking, it might be technology. It's just,
Gotcha.
It's a scenario-based thing. But for straight combat, like...
And I was thinking about this last time. If we think one of our aptitudes could apply, should we point that out? Like, if we can we like argue for them?
Feel free to make the argument, and I'll rule on it. Generally, I'm going to rule probably yes if you make a somewhat decent argument.
All right, awesome.
So sometimes it may be like a misreading of the whatever. So anyway, what did everybody get on their initiative? We're going to start with Clarabelle. It's a success situation, and you do roll your distress dice with these.
I was just about to ask.
Every dice roll that you make will have distress die.
Okay, good to know.
So I'm just telling you how many successes I got.
How many hits did you get? 2? Okay.
Also 2 for Ray.
All right.
I got 0. I am very flat-footed, which makes me confident. I feel confident.
You're going last, and you're also being swarmed by the creatures, and you're a bad magnet. I feel that you are going to make it out of this. I wouldn't worry.
That's fine.
You're
That's
fine.
fine. Daryl, you're fine.
Sure.
Stop being so
It's a-
dramatic.
A 5 and above on the D6.
Yeah. And the 8.
And the okay.
If you have an 8.
And if I roll 1 on my D4 for my distress, that takes away one of them.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Then I got 2.
2. Okay, so 3 of you are at 2. Something I allow players to do in this situation for the narrative situation, if the people in the same initiative want to act in tandem in some way, go ahead. You may discuss this sort of thing. Try not to over-discuss it during the turn because you don't have that much time to think, but sort of just letting you know that you can do this sort of thing. Got it. All right. So we're going to begin here. This claw has just gone right across the belly of Daryl. And Daryl, what are you doing to react? Because you are last, sir.
Okay. So other than a lot of screaming that I am going to do my best to muffle to not draw too much attention, I think my thought process here is they're echolocating. I'm hoping they're something like a beluga whale where they click and they have some sort of sensitive organ on their head that receives the echo back. So that knife that I got off of our dead manager, I am going to stab into the middle of its face if I can, and then just try to run away to the ladder of the Ranger's Tower if I can. So I'm just trying to stab and run. That's my plan.
Understood. Give me a second. I closed something I shouldn't have closed. Because I am the smartest one.
I've done lots of things I shouldn't have done.
Yeah, I literally just hit the X instead of what I needed to hit, and it was dumb. I was just gonna say. Let's see here. Of course. Anyways, yeah. So that is going to be a coordination plus. I'm going to call it a composure on this one because you were in the middle of a very terse situation.
All right.
So I'm going to go coordination, composure, and you're trying to stab it in the face. I want you to, if you have weaponry specifically.
I do not have weaponry.
Then you have
However,
straight D6s, but you can spend seconds.
Okay. Is that for re-rolling them or?
Okay, it is 1 second to re-roll a dice that failed.
Okay. Gotcha.
It is 2 seconds to add an additional D8 to your die pool. And it is 6 seconds to ignore all of your distress dice. And you may choose to spend seconds after your die roll.
Got it.
So you may do that while I'm going on to the next people and figuring everything out. And then you
will do.
And then, yeah. So next up is going to be the one that was distracted by Ray actually is going to continue towards that. There you go. Towards the rock you threw, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was the rock you threw. The one that was coming from behind you in the woods is also chasing something else. Oh, wait, I got it backwards. It was the rock that Daryl threw, and then you distracted the one coming from the woods, Ray. I believe that's how that went. So they are both chasing those for now, so you get around but not have to deal with them. And now we're going to go with Ray, Clarabelle, Kale. You may choose in what order you go, how you want to do it, but when we get, you can decide that now.
I can go last because I'm not near both of you, so I'm kind of going to be doing my own thing. Or I can go first. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think I'm in a similar situation. I'm not really near anyone.
That's true. Yeah, you're not actually in contact, so you wouldn't really be able to. So yeah, just decide what you want to do, and then narratively it all happened at the same time. But
so yeah, you go last, and I'll go.
Yeah, let's go Clarabelle.
You.
Yeah, Clarabelle, explain what you want to do. Then Kale, explain what you want to do. Then Ray.
Okay, I am going to. Man, that body. The door to the Ranger Tower is like right in front of me, right? I like passed around the corner and there was a body there. Is the door there?
No, the door's on the front, so you'd have to still go around to the front side. I
I'm gonna try to inspect the body real quick to see if there's any like weapons that I can try to grab, or if I recognize the person too. Just like a quick kind of rummaging. Or a
just
key
sort of
too, because
search.
I don't know if
Yeah,
the door is
It's
locked.
got 10 seconds. So like you can do a, let's call it a coordination plus I gotta reopen the character sheet. I'm sorry, that was the thing I accidentally closed. I want to make sure I got it. I'm saying everything right. Okay, that is coordination. You know what? We're gonna actually call that intuition plus vigilance.
Okay.
Right there.
Maybe you can use the body as a weapon. I believe in you.
I'm glad somebody does. All right,
Okay.
intuition plus vigilance.
And Ray, what do you do? Or I'm sorry, Kale, what are you doing?
So I'm not quite to the ranger station yet, and if I recall, the parking lot was beyond the ranger station.
Yeah,
because
you're
we're
way
coming
further
up from the
parking lot.
behind.
Right, you're way further from the parking lot.
Then I want Kale to look around for, or not necessarily look around. I want her to carefully make her way towards the ranger station, but with like those really long steps.
Like really kind of like slow and
steady, like ballet exercise type steps, almost, of just okay, extend and lower.
So
here we go.
What I'm gonna, okay, so you're just trying to like very. We're gonna still have to call that one coordination and composure for the stealth move. And do remember you can spend seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a full-on. You said 6 to ignore.
I wouldn't
distress.
Wait until after. You can wait until after you roll your dice pool to decide what you want to do.
Okay.
But it's 6 to ignore. You only have 1 die of distress. That only gets really any good once you get into like the 4 and 5 distress die, and you roll like a bunch of 1s. That's the only time you really want to pop the 6, but we want to punish you for it. So
we never know what my luck's gonna do with dice.
I mean, I have a pretty good idea.
You described the nature of dice, yeah.
Ray, what are you doing?
So Ray saw that he distracted those other ones with some rocks, so he's gonna see if he can find some more big rocks for if they come back, he can kind of bait them away.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you do that's gonna be an intuition plus vigilance, I guess.
Oh no, it's gonna be coordination and
composure for you.
Okay.
And then if you have larceny or nature, I would say probably maybe, then you could move silently. But and last but not least is the one that's currently slicing open, and I guess, is going to be looking back at you, and it is going to. Oh, I'm gonna get the character. There we go. It is going to swing, or it's going to try to bite down on you now that it's gotten a good swipe across your belly. So I'm going to need you to hold on to the number you've got, Daryl, and I need you to roll a coordination plus reaction to dodge this.
All right. And I can use athletics to increase my dodge.
Yeah. Your dodge is athletics, and
I'm so wiry and spry. All right. Okay, so I got 3 successes.
Well, he got 4. So
That sounds right.
You're pulling out your knife and you're looking to stab him, but as before you can get your arm down, like right before your motion, he clamps down like right on your left shoulder and
Oh,
sinks
God.
his teeth in hard.
All right.
And you take 3 more damage.
Oh, God. All right, I'm going to do my very best to have that scream be muffled.
Actually, I want you to make a keep it together check for that. That's a good
Damn
point.
it. Shouldn't have mentioned how screaming would have been a thing. All right. Keep it together was
That is resilience plus metal.
resilience.
You always
and
get a D8 on this one, no matter what.
metal.
It's just the way
upgrade
of
1.
things.
Got it. All right. 2 successes.
Okay, so yeah, you don't scream. You're able to like bite your lip or whatever, and keep it in.
I take
keep
more
things in
damage
check.
from biting my lip.
Now we're gonna go to Ray. What'd you get?
0 successes.
All right. So you actually instead of getting in time to move to your next area, you do end up finding a rock because it is a complicated success. However, your complication is that's all you were able to do. You were not able to get any closer. You do end up finding a rock that looks like it's like big enough. Claire, Kale, what'd you?
I am going to go ahead and use that 6 seconds because I gave originally myself no successes, and I would much rather have my 2 successes instead.
Yeah.
I should have used seconds when I got bit.
Okay, spend 6 seconds then. So you have 2 successes, and that was you sneaking. So you're able to you see this she's low. Kale's kind of low, and just kind of very quickly and quietly going across the ground where everybody is in fact, she walks right by Ray as he picks up his rock and looks up, and you just see this very silently. You get to the base of the. It's not the ranger station. The ranger station is connected to the big communal building in the middle. You should get right up to that building, the building door. And Clarabelle.
I had 2 successes.
Okay. So you roll over the dead body, and you can see it's actually your boss, Geraldine.
Geraldine!
Yeah. And you've seen a lot of bad stuff go on here tonight, but you can also see immediately, even with nothing but the moon to light the way tonight, you can see immediately as soon as you roll her over that the blood is doing the same thing. It's eating her away. And since you got 2 successes, you didn't touch any of it, but and you're able to kind of pat her down a little bit, but it takes a little time. But you do find a set of car keys.
Okay, I'm taking those. Faux show. Ah, man. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't find ranger cabin keys, but maybe the door's not locked.
Yeah, possibly.
Maybe.
And then the 2 shades are running in the opposite direction. Daryl, and they both as they're hearing this, they're hearing the fight go on, whether or not so they're actually turning around to come back, but they do go out to where the rock is before they kind of stop and turn and pick up something else. And Daryl, it's your turn.
All right.
What'd you get?
I very desperately hope that there are some sensitive organs in its head, and I try to stab it to get it to let go of me with its mouth. And then my plan is to stab and just run to the try to line of sight around the side of the ranger station. I got 3 successes on my stab to face check.
All right, 3 successes on a face stab.
On a face stab. I
On
don't
a
know how
face
good
stab.
that is as far as face stabs go.
Given that it rolled 5 successes on dodge, it completely just moves out of your way as the knife plunges forward into nothingness. And after you kind of you're trying to get away after that, like towards the.
Yeah, my plan was to just like stab it and then run to the ranger station.
There are no attacks of opportunity, so yes, you may continue to run to the ranger station. So you miss it entirely, and you just take off towards the ranger station, and you're actually going to you're seeing Kale kind of come up at the same time. So the two of you are at the door. However, you are making noise.
Yes.
So what are you doing since you are last?
Okay. Is there a dumpster or a garbage bin, or like, does this thing have a porch on it? Is there anything I can get underneath or behind? Other than Kale, I don't want to use her as a human shield just yet. I might resort to that because I have 2 solid hits on me and she is still healthy, but is there anything to get behind that I see? Oh, you know what? I'm going to check the door handle. I'm going to check to see if the door is locked. Can I see if the door is locked?
Yeah, I mean, like, you basically, if your action is trying to open the door and go inside.
Yeah, that'll be my
fine.
action. And if I have to pick the lock or break it, I guess I'll try to do that.
Okay, so y'all have been in and out of here. These are not like this door. There's no such thing as a lock. If you really wanted to just put part of a shoulder to it, it's thin. Like it's the same kind of material as your. Like it's not super thick. It's like a screen. It's like a screen door basically. Now you know that the ranger station inside has a real door and is like it's to the left and locked. Right, it has a real door and everything else, so that may be more difficult. But this one, you're confident you're gonna be able to get through it.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna head in. I'm gonna just try and get inside of the ranger station. I'm hoping to find like a desk to hide under,
right.
something.
I want you to make an intuition plus. Actually, for this one, we're gonna call it wit. No, reaction. Intuition plus reaction is what I want you to do on this one. This is your like finding the closest and quickest place. Tactics would work here. Larceny would work here.
I have larceny. All right. Okay, so will do.
Sweet. And next up would be the other 2 shades are coming back towards you to attack because they are definitely hearing him who's running currently. And Ray, Clarabelle, Kale, you are... let's do it in this order this time, because that's how I have it written down. So, Ray, what do you do?
All right. Ray is going to take note of Kale's technique of moving quickly and quietly. So he's not going to, like, follow the exact same path, because I'm assuming he just also saw Daryl run like full clip. Ray's gonna try and go around to the other side of the house.
Okay.
His pants panicking, I think, is the technical term.
So the other side of the big building is what you're saying?
Yeah,
like
kind of.
side?
Yeah, like to still try and get to the building, but not go right where he knows all the noise is being made.
Okay, cool. That's going to be the same thing as coordination plus composure with larceny or nature on this one. And Clarabelle. Or I'm sorry, that's not who's next, is it? Yeah, it is Clarabelle.
Okay. All right, I'm just gonna run around to where I know the ranger, the door to the ranger station is, and try to go in.
Okay, so you snuck behind the cabins that were across from where the like big building was, and that's where you're at. So this is where the like CEOs and shit were sleeping. So across the way, you currently see one of the shades running back your direction, kind of almost directly towards you, though you don't believe it's heard you. And then you can make and you do see the 2 of them at the door to the big building that leads to the ranger station. So you can go across stealthily, or
yeah, I'm gonna try to go stealthy.
Coordination, reaction, larceny, or nature.
Okay.
And Kale.
Okay, so am I near Daryl right now?
You and Daryl are like right next to each other.
I have trained them to you.
I just mumble under my breath. Oh, this motherfucker gonna be death of me. Shit.
I'm really more concerned with my own death at the moment.
What the fuck's wrong with your voice? And could you quiet the goddamn down?
I'm
Jesus.
trying to get inside.
Fucking A. Okay, I'm gonna be a shadow again. Hell. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stock still, no noise. I'm gonna control my breathing. I would like to say that my psychology training would come into this because maybe I've done a lot of meditative training to be able to control my heart rate and my breathing and all of that for anxiety purposes, and that'll help me melt into the shadows.
Okay, so you're trying to more hide deeper in there because they're not really on you. Is that what you're kind of getting at?
Yeah, because I mean, if he's drawing them anywhere near my position until they've gone past me, that's going to be my technique for dealing with them is letting them get past me. I'm just going to be behind them.
You're just going to Tanuki suit and stop moving? Okay. Then that is going to be... I'm going to give you a intuition composure on that one with larceny or... And the one that just took a chunk out of your shoulder is going to be jumping onto your back and taking another bite. So make a coordination reaction, please.
All right. All right. Three success. No, hold on, real quick. Do I have to add, if I'm going to use any seconds to add die or anything?
Here's how this works. You may only use 6 seconds per round. So if you use seconds on your initial die roll, then
use 4.
But since this is technically in the game terms your first roll of the round, you may use them here if you wish.
Got it. Okay, but I have to use them before I hear what your result was.
Right, you do.
Okay, so I got 3 successes, but 2 of them are 8s, so I got 1 more, so I got 4 successes. I feel good about that. I'm gonna leave it, I'm gonna let that stand, and I'm gonna regret that.
I got 6 successes.
Well, hell.
So you actually take 5 damage off of that.
Oh no.
I'm sorry about it. I really am, but yeah. So this one jumps onto your back and yet again just sinks its mouth into you yet again. You feel the teeth sink into a portion of your back, and you feel a big chunk of it just getting pulled out.
Oh, that's a very new experience for me.
It is the first time you've ever dealt with this. You have lost your back hole virginity, I guess.
All right. I think that I probably spit a bunch of blood all over Kale, who doesn't flinch because she's so composed. But yeah, I think that he's just in full panicky, pathetic survivor,
fight or flight kind of mode.
I have 1 health left, and I think he thinks if I can get inside this building, everything's gonna be fine.
Well, I mean, your action is still gonna be that. So, I
am Drew Barrymore, and I am just gonna start screaming for my parents. That's what I'm.
All right, Kale. You see, you're moving as this thing is jumping onto Daryl's back. So, what'd you get? Or you're not moving. You're stopping and seeing this thing land on Daryl. Yeah.
Whoop. Trying to become one with the shadows. What was that about using seconds consecutively?
You may not. Okay, so if you were to use 6 seconds right now, You could not also use them on a dodge roll should you be attacked. But I would have already told you if you were getting attacked that you're not. The other two are back hunting, so you're not getting attacked right now. So you would kind of have an idea where you would want to spend them.
So yeah, we're gonna do that again.
Again with the 6 seconds?
I don't want to get shredded.
Okay.
I like my guts
It's
where
fun.
they are.
How many seconds? That's another minute though. If that's two 6 seconds in a row, yep.
And that puts me up to 3 minutes.
He disappeared. 3 minutes.
Yes.
That will.
Yeah. Why not?
So you were okay.
Why
I
not let
need to
Rowdy
remind
have all
you.
the fun?
You only have one distress die.
Yes.
Okay.
And I rolled a 3.
Right, but you could also spend 2 seconds.
And I only had 2 successes.
Yeah.
So that makes me a -1.
No, if you have 2 successes and you rolled a 3, the only time it takes away anything is if it rolls a 1.
Right.
It's not the number on the die. I was about to say there's no way you should be.
I forgot that.
You don't need to do.
forgot
You
that.
succeeded
The last
with
one
one.
I
Don't
did
spend
roll.
those second. Yeah.
Yeah, the last one I did roll a 1. So okay. So then I've got my 2 successes. My bad.
Yeah, you're good. You did 2 successes, and that's you freeze and you see it. You see that thing just slam into Daryl's back. Clarabelle, you're looking up, seeing that one shade click back your direction, but very, very much interested in the loud fight going on with Daryl. And you see that other one like just latching onto his back. What did you get?
So I got 3 successes, but I used 3 seconds to re-roll.
Some die.
Hold on. Yeah, to re-roll 3 dice. So I used 3 seconds. I ended up with 3 successes.
Okay. And you were sneaking around
Trying to get to the ranger station,
to the ranger station area. Like you're sneaking and they're not picking you up as best you can see, though you are walking directly to where that one is shredding Daryl to pieces. And you were able to make it like all the way up to the door, and you're able to go in under the next turn. Ray, what do you got?
1 success.
You are actually this one's gonna be contested because you're going so near that other one. All right, so you were moving like at a slow, kind of cautious pace. You're kind of like it's off to your right somewhat, the one that you originally distracted, and you're trying to like sneak up it like so it misses you. You know what I mean? But as you do, you see it immediately like click over, and it's got a beat on you now. It can't do anything around, but it's got a beat on you because it was close within a certain amount of distance. It can kind of like possibly pick you up. So it was very close. And they pick you up. The other shade, the one from the far side, is running at Daryl to kill Daryl. Daryl, almost deadled. What are you doing?
Oh. Well, I think that my tactics have been so rock solid so far. I think I've just really put the runaround on these monsters, and I think I've got them on the ropes, frankly. So I am going to do my very best to get inside of the ranger station and dive under a desk or something, if possible. So I rolled my check. I got 3 successes, and so I'm trying to get into the ranger station and find something sturdy to hide under, and then just bleed for a while. That would be next.
How many
action.
successes did you get?
I got 3.
That's not bad. Okay, so you were able to tear yourself away, and literally you tear yourself away. Part of your back is kind of you feel it's come out, and you run bleeding into this place, and you dive over to the side. Like you immediately see to the side there's an entrance to kind of the kitchen area, and you dive into it and start crawling on the floor around. So what do you do next? You're last in the round. We're in the next round now.
can I get underneath? Because I know in kitchens there are sometimes those metal shelves. Is there any way I can slide myself underneath one of those metal shelves, or is there an oven or something I could crawl into?
Yeah, this is a. I mean, the kitchen is, it's kind of nice, you know. It's got to like meet certain standards to feed children and stuff, though. It's not like, you know, super fancy, but you can definitely like try to pull yourself into one of those cabinets or something.
Okay, I am definitely picturing Jurassic Park, and I am going to try to Jurassic Park myself into the shiniest cabinet I can find.
I would like to point out, this is the fourth time in this game someone's done the Jurassic Park thing. It's great every time.
In this campaign, or in
this specific one that I run, everybody's like Jurassic Park, and they do it. And it's great.
And there
great.
are
I love it.
things that click with claws.
Yeah.
I think so. I think it's just a natural fit.
Yeah, I think it's a natural. Yeah, just the fact that it happened, I'm like, yeah, obviously there's some.
I am also not original, so I'm going to pick up on the easiest joke possible. Okay, I am going to find a metal cabinet. I am going to crawl my ass inside of it and just be as quiet as I possibly can.
All right, so
and
that's coordination plus composure.
All right. I will get back to you.
You got it. Now we're gonna go to the shade that the one shade that was coming back and passing you, Izzy, or I'm sorry, Clarabelle. It's actually like it's not looking in you; it's clicking in the direction of hearing him, like kind of like go in. So it's still like it's kind of slowed down, but it's hunting back into the like room now. And the one from the woods, however, is going to launch itself at Ray and try to wail on you. Ray, what are you doing?
Well, if it's jumping at Ray with Ray's background of martial arts, if it's jumping, it's arcing towards him. He's going to use the best defense, which is a straight line. So he's going to attempt to kick it before it can latch onto him with a front thrust. Okay,
cool. I would like you to roll. That is a martial arts. I'd probably say coordination plus toughness, with hand to hand as your. And you took, I don't know if you took a specialty there, but if you have a martial arts specialty, you can use that. Clarabelle.
I am just continuing to beeline it to the ranger station. Self-preservation, baby. Quietly, as much as I can, with my power walk, my silent power walk.
Coordination plus composure, please. The silent power walk. And Kale.
So how many went in after Daryl? Just one.
Well, you know, one of them is going in after. Like, you can't, like, everything that's kind of happening now is happening at the same time. So, like, nothing I've said so far for those that hasn't happened yet. You can kind of tell that that's what they're doing, but you don't. That they hasn't actually like happened until their initiative comes back down on the other side. So, as far as you can tell, it looks like they're both going to go in that direction after him.
Okay. And, well, I imagine I'm looking towards the door, so I'm not seeing Clarabelle coming up behind me. So yeah, I wanna stay where I am, still trying to be as quiet as possible, but look around and take in what there is to take in.
All right, so I'm going to. We're going to call this one, actually, you're trying to stay still for a long time. We're going to call this one Resilience plus Composure. With Larceny or, I guess, Nature will work. And then the shade that has been eating Daryl is going to attempt to find Daryl. as you did successfully break away and hide last round. Yeah, okay. It starts heading in your direction in kind of like a quickened pace, Daryl, but it's not like picked it up, but it is going in your direction. So it heard you at some point, but you feel like, you feel now it's... So Kale, what'd you get?
I got 2.
2. You are able to stay still. Let's see if that one sees you when we get to it. Clarabelle.
I got 2 as well.
2 as well. Ray?
I spent 2 seconds and I have 4 successes.
Okay, 4 successes. Let's see how
Nice.
it
It's ass, Ray! Do it for Daryl!
Ray, you could do it.
Do it
Okay,
for
you,
Daryl lost.
all right, you actually you hit him. That is 2 successes above what he got. So unarmed damage is like an additional 1. So you actually do 3 damage to him. Like, you give him a boot, like right to the chest, and it kind of stalls back a little bit. It's not enough to push him.
Pharma.
It is not enough to push him
This is
over.
for Twilight Pharma.
This is for Twilight
Oh.
Pharma.
F off, Ray. Never mind. Kill Ray.
No, I love
so-
that engagement, Ray. Keep it going.
He the shade that you kick in the chest is gonna swipe down like at your leg. Make a coordination reaction, please.
Take
Rat
that
noser.
corporate hack out.
I'm gonna spend 2 more seconds.
And you had tactics works with this one too, by the way, if you have it.
I do.
So it's a
I got
D8. Yeah, that'd be D8s for your skill.
Oops, I rolled 6s. I mean, that's 3 successes.
Yeah, it swipes. It's swiping down like at your leg where it was kicked, but you very quickly pull your leg back out of the way and stance up again, and it swipes through the air, just missing you. And the other one is going to see if it notices. Oh, I rolled too many dice. That was not correct. Let's do that again. I rolled 1 too
Sounded
many
like
dice.
a lot of dice hitting the table. Like, oh no.
I grabbed a different pool. This other one continues to go inside. It does not notice either one of you. And then Daryl, you are hidden. What'd you get?
Okay, so I was feeling really good. I got 4 successes, and then I remembered to roll my distress die, and I lost 1. So I got 3 successes, and I spent seconds into over 12, so I got another minute. But I figured with as little health as I have left, pushing myself to not be found was a good choice. So
How many minutes are you at now?
I am at 4 minutes, so I add another distress
Yep,
die.
you had 2 distress dice on every future roll.
Yes. However, I wound up with 3 successes after all said.
Okay, and I assume that you're going to continue to hide, but
I am going to hide, whimper, and bleed, but I'm going to do my best to clot.
Clot away, my friend.
I'm trying. Clot.
We're going to call this a resilience plus composure,
Okay.
because you're trying to also not bleed to death.
Oh, please. Clot. All right.
The third shade is going to continue to walk into the building. The one that is fighting you, Ray, is going to continue. It's going to actually try to bite at you this time and snap. Ray, what are you going to do?
So what Ray's ultimate goal to try and do is, even though it's right near him, he wants to try and gain as much distance as he can and take that rock that he had picked up and throw it just behind it to the side to almost try and distract it so he can try and put as much distance between himself and the clicker.
Okay. So the action itself is a
Like distraction. He's
just
trying
like a
to,
so
yeah, like he knows it's coming at him, so he's gonna, back up, throw it to like hit the ground to kind of like hopefully make it distracted by the noise, just so he can keep getting away from it.
That's fine. Okay. So as you back up. Okay. So you're gonna roll a athletics. That'll be athletics on a strength plus toughness to throw the big rock. And next up is Clarabelle. You are able to enter this place now.
Okay, I got 2 successes on my silent speed walking.
Silent speed walking. And what are you doing there, Kale?
So has Clarabelle gotten up to me yet? Like,
yeah,
within
she's
whisper
like her
distance?
last movement. She's like, you can see her walking like right there.
Okay,
She's like
okay.
doing the slow power walk.
I wanna like kind of quietly communicate to her. I want to try using mimery and not exactly ASL because I have only one hand.
No.
But like I want to try to like communicate silently so we don't draw the attention of the clickers, to let her know that they're all in there with Daryl, and I don't want to go in there. And maybe we should just go get the car.
Oh, for God's
see
sake, help
if
it.
she's got keys. Like, do the keys symbol like you would for a baby? Like,
Help an unpaid intern out, man.
We don't know
Throw
who
a
you
brick
are.
through a window.
I don't know you, and your accent changed. My accent don't change. Yours did. That makes me think
because
that
I'm a
you're
liar.
a scam artist.
So are you
Yeah,
trying
I ain't
to
got no
are you
trouble.
trying to communicate to Clarabelle without speaking?
Yeah, I'm trying
All right. I actually have a roll for that.
to. I figured you did.
That is going to be a charisma plus plus empathy. Well,
Yeah, that sounds right.
yeah, empathy. Well, no, that's a regular check. We're gonna call that wit, actually. Charisma plus wit, and then if you have, if you have a language in sign language, you would get like a bonus here or whatever. But this one's pretty.
No.
Maybe tactics if you know tactical hand signs.
No, just psychology. That's all that I got, was all psychology based stuff and the occult. So
Okay, you can throw some occultish gang signs, but she's not gonna
Okay.
obey me.
I know occult stuff.
Okay,
Although
Maybe
roll,
she would.
roll a
we are not-
d8, and
we might not
if
be
you want to
close
throw
enough for you to
occultish stuff,
know.
then you can roll d8s on the skill. I'm fine with that. Why not?
All right.
Very cool.
So you two are witches? Is that what we just found out? You guys are secret witches? Awesome.
Secret witches. All right.
No.
That's a whole other show.
And the one that was like hunting you down is still hunting you down. And you hear the clicking kind of like going like right near and walking like right past, like scanning like it has before, but it's walking like right past where you're hiding. And it's keeps on walking by. And Kale, what'd you get?
I am not successful.
Oh
Okay.
no.
So
So
you
it's
threw.
just gibberish.
There
Yeah.
were so many rolls
I
too.
just
You
I
studied.
got
you
0
studied-
successes.
You studied very like she knows that you're using occultish hand signs, so you got that part because you
Oh, that's
succeeded.
cool.
But like, she's like,
But maybe it's because
What
I'm
is
only
this?
one-handed.
yeah, might be. She's like, what is this? I don't understand.
Yeah, because I had one success, but then I rolled a 1 on my distress die.
Oh, that's what it was. It's supposed to be coordination plus empathy for that one. Messed that up. Anyway, my brain not working. Anyway, so Clarabelle, she showed you like an occultish hand sign as you're like slow walking by, and you look at her strangely, but you're gonna continue to move, I'm assuming. So yeah, you're able to move like inside of the building. You're kind of following up behind the shade that went in. Which direction are you moving? Towards the ranger station to the left, or towards where Daryl dove to the right?
So my
Or
original
straight ahead.
goal was to get to the ranger station, see if there was like communication device of some kind or weapons, yeah. Although I was thinking like a phone or something, but
You can't kill a clicker with a phone.
So you are able to get. You actually. What you gonna roll?
I got 2 successes.
You were actually able to get to the door this round.
Okay.
You were able to sneak over there, and you were to the door. So next round, you can go into it. Ray, what'd you get?
Ray got 4 successes, and I didn't have to spend any seconds.
All right, you
Must
huck.
be nice.
You huck that rock like a good long ways, and as it is in the air, the shade is going to still bite you because that was its action. So make a coordination reaction, please, and we'll see if it gets distracted by the.
Uh, 2 successes.
Yeah, like you throw it and like you duck under the snapping like mouth right above your head, and you hear it just right above as you kind of go low as quietly as you can. You hear it kind of react to the stone, but you don't really know what he's gonna do at this point. And then the other shade that you snuck by there, Clarabelle, is going to continue to click its way further back and straight. Daryl.
Yes. So, hiding and clotting. I lost a success to one of my distress die, which is always a good feeling. However, I wound up with 3 successes. So I feel like I am clotting and hiding and cowering at a near professional level.
I agree. I believe that this was a professional cowering job.
Yep. A little bit of
That
urine.
Nobody can see.
The trick is to release a little urine.
Just a little bit, right? Daryl, what are you doing now that you're still cowering and bleeding?
Oh man, I'm just so hurt that this whole hiding thing. I think I might just live in this cabinet now. So I think I'll look for roaches to eat later, but I think I am going to just continue to cower and attempt to clot. So I think I'll keep an ear out to see if I can hear, because as they echolocate, they might sort of give away like if they're still in the kitchen. So I'll carefully listen to see if this thing is moving away. But more than anything, I am going to try to make no sound and hope that it can't find me inside of this cabinet. Because if it did, that would be what happens next would be really gross, and the camera would probably have to pan away from.
It may.
Okay,
All right.
so
That's another coordinate. That's going to be another resilience composure.
sounds
with
good.
Larceny. That shade is going to continue to search.
Ain't gonna find me. I'm sneaky. I've got larceny, and I've got good dice on this pool. Actually,
one from the woods is actually still going to be attacking Ray here. Once it is this close, it is on target. So you're gonna have to punch this sucker. So Ray, what are you doing?
Well, Ray, if it didn't go for the rock, since he's already down, he's going to tap into his early 90s roots, and he's going to come up from down low, straight up Mortal Kombat uppercut, since it just tried to take a bite out of him.
There you go.
Yeah.
I swear, if you punch this thing to death, I It will hurt my self-esteem so much.
So it's going to be a coordination. That's a coordination plus toughness, or a strength plus toughness. Kind of up to you on that one because you're martial arting.
Yeah, I think it's the same for me either way.
With hand to hand as a D8, yeah.
Yeah.
And that'll be Clarabelle. What are you doing? The door in front of you. It's like you got it there and like were able to put your hand on the knob, and you do know that this door is not locked.
Okay, I'm gonna go right on in.
All right. I would like you, and you're gonna look around.
Yeah.
You're picking up the same stealth you had before. You weren't seen. You're good. So you're gonna roll a search check. That's gonna be a we'll go intuition plus vigilance. And Kale. She just ignored your hand signs, walked right in anyway.
Oh boy, all these people, they just want to get trapped in this room with all these monster things. I don't think I'm being
Save Daryl.
Well, Daryl shouldn't have went where I couldn't observe him. Sorry, hun. Can't do nothing for you now. I ain't gonna go search you out with all them monsters. I might be sweet, but I ain't stupid.
So, but you're not around any of them anymore, so what do you decide to do?
Nope, I am not. So, I think, I'm gonna, like, kind of quietly search around the outskirts of the building for any kind of, like,
Gotcha.
rake or something like that.
That is going to be a intuition plus vigilance, please.
All right.
And the other one is going to keep looking for Daryl. It's got to roll. You can't apparently. So it's going to continue to go back in the kitchen until it like gets to the end. And it's going to kind of scan around for a second and stop looking for you. Kale, what'd you get?
I got one success. Hold on, wait. No, I got to roll my distress die. I got one success.
Okay. You kind of come around to the side and around the little, like, the ranger station area that's, like, jutting out of the building. And as you kind of come around that area, you do see and smell, like, it smells like oil, like burning oil and smoke, and you see the slight flickering of flames, like sitting on the other side of kind of the ranger station. And as you kind of like poke your head around, you see the generator. There's a can of like, looks like a can of gasoline next to it, but it has whatever happened has been destroyed. This thing is completely kaput. There's like a small smoldering fire in it. You can, now that you're up close, you're really like smelling like, everything that's going on, so it does not look like you would be able to repair it.
Okay.
Clarabelle.
I got 2 successes to look for like what would that be called? Like a radio or something. Just trying.
It's just a search the room thing, so I'll tell you what you get. So, you kind of like look around, and you do find like a phone. You like quickly pick it up, but there's nothing. It's like completely dead. And as you set it down, you look up and you see a gun cabinet right in front of you.
Nice.
Okay. Does it look immediately locked? Is it open? Is it glass, or is it?
It's
like
glass. It is glass. You can't tell if it's locked or not yet. But
Okay.
you kind of like walk over to it. It is locked, but it's not like a really like intense lock. You could probably easily break this glass, but you see a shotgun in there, and you see 2 handguns.
Okay. Do I happen to see any ammo as well in there?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, Ray, what'd you get?
So I spent 2 seconds and I got 4 successes.
And he got 0. You actually kick him for 5. Or how'd you hit him this time? The uppercut?
Yeah, it
What's
was uppercut.
happening?
Like this five shot to the head, you feel it just go directly through this like shadowy substance. You feel the resistance, and you feel your fist continue to go through it as your fist goes directly up and through this thing, knocking like it's shattering its teeth. And as it does, like the whole thing sort of like melts into nothingness in front of you. And you look around, and no one else saw it.
And yet somewhere Daryl feels like a child. He's like, he doesn't know why, but he's like, wow, I feel like a huge dork right now. No, that's just super impressive. That's awesome.
So it just melts
Yeah.
into like nothingness in front of
Yeah.
me.
Once the force of your blow, like you felt it like kind of go through the jaw and head and like break the teeth, which were not connected to any like bone. It was just a mouth sitting on top of shade. Like there's no internal anything, but you turned this into like a puddle of shade that like melted back into the ground as you knocked it down.
All right, Ray's gonna try and collect his thoughts here for a second and figure out where everyone went.
Well, yeah, and you'll be able to do that in a second. The other one still, I rolled him already. He didn't find anybody. And Daryl, what'd you get?
Daryl is near again. He's just making his house in that cabinet. This is where he lives now. I got 4 successes. I think that I might have a career in this hiding inside of small cubes thing.
Yeah, window
All right.
dressings up and everything already.
You can continue to hide in the cube?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hide. I feel like I heard it moving around outside. I think you said it stopped searching for me, so maybe I have stopped
You
hearing.
felt it. You heard it. You could hear the clicking as it's getting further away, and you hear the clicking kind of stop as it's scanning around. Like it's not getting further away anymore. It's just in one place.
Okay.
But you don't know what it's going to do next.
Okay, so I think my attempts to outpace them were totally useless. My attempt to fight it was laughable. However, cowering and hiding, I'm good at that apparently, so I'm gonna keep doing that.
You are very good at that.
I am very good at that. I got larceny and I have very good composure and resilience and all that stuff. So
the only thing I'm able to do apparently is by Daryl. Like I can't actually roll anything else.
yeah, you were crushing those.
Yeah,
those rolls were going very well.
Ray, what are you doing now?
Ray is gonna look towards the direction everyone was heading and see if there's anyone that he can see and start heading towards the building, unless if he sees.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so you're kind of going back around to where everybody else was, and then you're gonna like kind of get a lay of the land. So I want you to do an intuition plus vigilance. Use tactics if you have it as a aptitude. This is Clarabelle. What are you doing?
Okay. So going to try to open the cabinet, but breaking the lock, not the glass. I'm going to attempt, at least for this first try, to do it quietly. More quiet than smashing glass.
Yeah, I got you. So that's going to be a strength plus manipulation? Maybe not manipulation. We're going to strength plus wit, actually. Strength plus wit, larceny is what you can use here. If you don't use larceny, I'm saying you can still do it, but it's not being done quietly. Let's put it that way. So if you want to keep it, but if you're trying to make it quiet, just use D6s all the way, and that's how that'll work.
Okay, I'm gonna use...
Because like in athletics is not necessarily a quiet way to do it.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna use D6s. Okay.
Okay.
Here's what Kale should do. She should come put herself in the clicker's mouth so that I can get free and I can come pick that lock for you very quietly, and then nobody gets hurt but Kale. So Don't do that.
Oh
I'm just kidding.
shit. Okay. So the one at the top actually got yeah, he got 5 successes on his finding you. So he is going to be it sort of like drops its head down, and you quickly hear this clicking coming right back where you're at, Daryl.
Ah!
And you feel this, and then you see the like something slam into the cabinet doors and bust them open in front of you, and you're standing like right knee height with this thing as its grin starts to like lean down and smile at you in the cabinet. Your safe space is no more.
You should quit trying to throw Kale under the bus and in these monsters' mouths. Every time you do, you get messed up.
Poor Daryl.
I actually did that. Hold on. Kale, what'd you get?
I actually didn't even say anything that I was doing.
Oh,
so
I'm sorry, I screwed that up.
That's
what were
okay.
you doing?
So all those rolls have to be redone, right? Of course. I mean, no, I'm just kidding.
No.
It wouldn't affect your turn or round at all.
I'm just teasing.
Got it.
I'm going to try to help Clarabelle out. So I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna like take off my shirt real quick and tell her to wrap it around whatever she's doing to like try to bust the lock to try to dampen the noise.
So you're trying.
So I'd have to get in the room, nice and quiet, like, and be like, "Hey, girl, hi, Clarabelle. Here, I'm gonna give you my shirt because I can see what you're about to do, and this should make it quiet."
So you're helping.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do is I would like you to make a. The way that you're helping is what's making me ask this question. So I'm gonna go. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go with acumen because this is brainy plus reaction because you did it quick. So acumen plus reaction, and I would say tactics on this one, larceny on this one, if you can do it, and then tell me how many successes both of you get. Because you combine your successes together. 1, okay? You won't combine them with theirs.
I am. What was spending 2 seconds? Because one's a reroll, right?
D8.
D8.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 seconds adds a d8 to the roll.
I also used 4 seconds to re-roll 4 dice, and all of them were fails. So I'm at
Yay!
I'm at 7 seconds.
You're at 7 seconds. Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
I thought
gonna
minutes for a second. I was like,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Whoops.
I'm gonna use a second to re-roll.
how many successes you get? Clarabelle, 1, you said? And you're getting, and then so when she gives me your total, you combine them.
I got 9.
None?
9?
None. 0.
0
Oh, no.
successes. But guess what? All you need is 1. That's it. That's how
Okay.
this works. Yeah, 1 success is a success. 0 successes, you would have succeeded, but you would have made
right.
noise.
Mhm.
And then, like I said, like a super success here would have been like something like a boon of some sort, like would have happened. So, so you actually take the rag and like you pop it, and this lock is like old. You know, like you don't know how this is protecting guns from children. You have a moment of that as you open up and you grab the shotgun and handguns, and the two of you may each take a weapon now, whichever one you would like. Shotguns are damage value 4. You roll a coordination plus ranged weaponry. In order to fire those, they have a quality of staggering. If you do a total of 4 or more damage for 1 round, your opponent is staggered. And staggering is they can only make 1. They can't move and do something. Like they can just do something, or they can also move. So that means that like if you want to dodge and you're staggered, you can take an action. You have to like just focus on dodging that round. So like you lose dice pools when you're staggered. And then your quality, and then the handgun is 9mm. Its damage value is 2, and the quality is concealable, which doesn't matter too much here. But
Well, I'm gonna. I mean, Clarabelle's gonna be like, no offense, but and hand Kale a handgun because you kind of need at least
you need
to
2
be
hands.
more
Yeah, you
proficient.
actually can't wield the shotgun because you don't have 2 hands.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. I was like, oh,
Like-
of course she's gonna keep the heavy firepower for herself.
yes, of course.
But it
Hand
would
her
be
some
fun to
ammo.
watch Kale try to rack it with her teeth.
Actually, you know what? Before she does that, though, not that I'm like trained in any of this, but I would assume Clarabelle would have just about as much knowledge as I would, just to double check to see if the guns are already loaded, and if not, she'll load Kale's first.
Oh,
I don't know
thank
if that's like my
you.
turn, but
There are magazines ready. The shotgun needs some shells, but the two of you having opened this, I'm not gonna like slow you down to reload, right? That's so you can fire next round. That is fine. You
Okay.
have guns. They're between this round and next, you will have loaded them in some way, and you can go do your thing.
Okay.
But the import bridge didn't warn anybody. So next up is going to be Ray. What'd you do?
Ray had 1 success.
All right. You kind of like walk around to where things are, and or where they all are, and you kind of like spotted you spotted Kale kind of like going into the front door, and you see the front door is wide open. You see a trail of blood leading up into the thing, and you, as far as you can tell, everyone is inside.
Yeah, so Ray's gonna slowly make his way in, trying to be quiet, see if he can find where everyone is.
Mm-hmm.
Take your time. I'm fine.
Daryl.
Things are going super well for me. It's gonna be fine.
Daryl.
Yeah, I'm in big trouble. Especially because of how this turn order is gonna work out.
Because
Like
right now you're still just hiding. Like
yeah, it just
that
ripped
was your
me.
action.
It found me and it ripped the cupboard open.
Because it worked off your last roll, and like
Right, because I have to
yeah.
declare what I do, and then it gets to go. So I'm sort of screwed. So like right now, I can say whatever I want, and yet it is gonna get to act first. So it's
What
dread.
did you get though? Because
What? Sorry, what was that?
what did you get on your roll to hide though?
Oh, I thought it ripped open the cupboard and found me.
It did, but it can't see you. It has to hear you.
Oh,
Oh
So-
shit! So I'm just like plastered in the
Yeah.
cupboard, like.
Right.
I mean, I got.
This is
I
that
hold
scene
your
in
breath.
Predator.
I got.
This is
4
that
successes
scene in
on,
Predator.
Yeah.
hiding.
Couldn't see
You got a
me.
what?
I got a 4.
You got another 4. See if he gets lucky again. All right, Daryl. What are you gonna do? The same. You're freezing up.
Oh man, the problem is if I
Hold your
go
breath.
to run, or make any noise or do anything, it's gonna get to act first. It's faster than me, so I think I have to just baby bunny it. You know how like baby bunnies, when something threatens them, they just go, nah, I'm not alive. I'm not even alive. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna perfectly still. I'm the predator. I'm gonna cover myself in mud and hold perfectly still. I'm just gonna freeze up. I'm just gonna freeze up, and if it sees me, I'm gonna try to make as high pitched a screaming as I can while I die. So that's
Okay.
gonna be my goal.
And remember, in this game, you choose whether or not you die.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
I think it would be pretty funny if Daryl died this way, but
There
we'll
are
see.
3. We'll get there. If it happens and someone drops a 0, you'll get your 3 choices. that you
Okay,
can make.
cool. All right,
Uh,
so what sort of check should I make to just freeze up?
The same thing.
I mean, my heart rate.
It's resilience for you because you are pretty
Yeah.
fucked right now.
Yeah, so I think also my heart rate, with as much blood loss as I've had, has got to be fairly low and slow.
We didn't really micro design
Yeah.
like stuff like that because
fair enough. It's a resilience and composure, did you say?
yeah.
Just like last time. Okay. All right. We'll see.
That other shade is in the back of the entire like kitchen area, walking around like the main kitchen center area. Ray, and that is what you see when you will walk in. So what do you want to do with it?
Well,
Dragon kick.
Ray. Yeah, I mean,
Hadouken!
it went
is
pretty good
Jean-Claude.
the last time, and he doesn't want to, see this person who he thinks is named Daryl, but as far as he knows, he is Daryl. But yeah, he doesn't want to see him, get messed up. And since it's not just the reflection, Jurassic Park, he's
Yeah, it is my actual fleshy body.
he's gonna attempt. He'll try and kick that thing away.
Oh.
Okay, so you're gonna like run up and just like boot it.
Well, he knows that it can hear him if he runs after Daryl's great experiment. So he's going to try to approach it quietly from behind, try and get like a surprise on it.
Okay.
I was just being brave and selfless and trying to lead them away from the rest of you. I just hope you all know that.
Mm-hmm.
We know. We
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's
All right.
exactly. I mean, that's how I'm remembering.
Make an attack roll again. If you're gonna hit it.
So that's coordination and was it vigilance?
Yeah. Not vigilance. It's coordination plus toughness is a
Toughness.
physical attack.
Toughness. Yeah.
As you're using your body. So, Clarabelle, what are you doing? You got a gun you got a shotgun in your hand.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go try to find the nearest. I'm gonna go try to find Daryl. Actually, I'm gonna go try to
You
find
saw
him.
all the blood. Yeah.
I don't know where.
Come on, Ripley, save me.
I'm gonna try to go find the nearest monster.
Daryl.
Mm-hmm. So you,
The
as soon
nearest-
as you walk out, the nearest monster is the one that Ray is like running towards right now. But you definitely will get a shot off before he gets there, so you can weaken it before he does.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do is go for the nearest monster to shoot it.
Coordination plus range if you have long guns, which
I
is
don't.
like or firearms.
No.
Okay, coordination plus composure is a gunshot, and then if you have firearms, certain firearms things you get.
Okay.
And what are you gonna do, Kale?
I'm gonna post up and kind of go back into shadow mode and kind of cover our six, I guess, as it were, looking out from the door to make sure no other monsters are spawning from the woods or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, wait. No, wait. I did go back there. Wait.
Yeah, you've
I
already
thought I
looked
was-
around,
Yeah, okay, yeah, because I saw the generator was all burned up and it was
and then you
oily.
came back around into the
Went
building.
back around. Yeah, okay.
Um,
Yeah, so I'm gonna post up and I'm gonna give us some cover just in case something spawns from the surrounding darkness.
all right. So what I want you to do is, for that, you're gonna roll we're gonna call it a coordination plus vigilance. And what that is going to be is if something like runs into your like area, like where you're kind of like focusing down on, you'll fire. If you've played like one of those tactical RPGs where you're like, you've got like the Overwatch or whatever,
Yeah,
that's kind of what you're
he's
doing.
got
right now.
Overwatch on.
Yeah, you kind of got Overwatch on right now. So if something goes into like passes by you, you get to whatever that is your shot. You get firearms, or I'm sorry, and it'll be if you have firearms, that turns it into D8s.
Unfortunately, no. I'm all about
Let's see if this
Healing.
shade notices you. All right. So the one that has opened up or bashed open the cabinet, the head starts to poke slowly inside of it, and you hear the clicking just bounce everywhere off this thing as it scans back and forth and back and forth, and it gets like right up to your face, where like you feel like the teeth are just gonna like scratch across your nose, and then it pulls its head back out.
And I have like mucus all over my mouth.
I need you to roll a keep it together check, please.
Yeah, that's fair.
Very.
I just got HR Geigered in here.
Resilience
Okay.
plus metal.
Resilience plus metal. All right, I can do that. Oh, whoops. Nope. Hold on, I have 2 seconds left. Oh wait, no, one success. Sorry, I didn't see that sitting there. All right, so I got one success.
Okay, you are able to keep it together. What was and then Kale, you're on hold, so I'll call you when. So you have one. I'll call you if something triggers your attack. Clarabelle, what'd you get?
I got 3 successes by adding 3 seconds to my time, so I'm up to 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
three successes total.
Let's see how he does. 0.
You're all action stars, and I'm a.
No,
Don't
I'm
say
sorry,
me,
1.
Daryl.
No. He got a 1, but still, it doesn't matter. You still stagger him. So you
We'll
do.
save you, Daryl.
You do 6 damage. Like,
Oh,
basically,
thanks.
this shotgun blast goes off as the clicking thing is turning back around to come towards where it's hearing Ray enter. And this blast hits it right in the chest. And you just see all this, like, black ichor, like, slamming against the back wall and start to, like, fade as you saw outside, Ray.
It's in my mouth.
Ray, as, like, it got shot, it's still standing there, and you're coming to hit it. What'd you get?
I spent another 2 seconds, so I'm at 9 seconds, and I got 4 successes.
You got
Look
2
at us using the
successes.
mechanics.
So yeah, you actually you come in and you just how are you hitting it?
Because I'm running in, Ray is just going to do that classic crane technique. He's going to do a pump front kick. So left leg comes up, jumps off the right, and then kicks with the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do that and you like kick, and as you do, you feel your foot go directly through its teeth the same way, busting it open, and the thing just falls down into another puddle of black like nothingness and starts to fade away. Oh damn!
And then "You're the Best" by Joe Esposito comes on. You're the best.
Daryl,
You
you hear a shotgun, and you now know that it's like you see its head like boop, right? So, yeah, what'd you get?
I got 4 Heidi successes.
Oh yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great. And I'm assuming you're going to continue to hide and wait.
So I heard shotgun go off, and then I heard someone do a flying jump kick, and then I heard the song "You're the Best Around" by Joe Esposito, and then I'm just gonna panic and hide. That's gonna be mainly. I might venture a quick like poke up, or maybe just like with my hand like wave to show them that I am indeed there and alive. So a bloody Daryl hand just like waves at them from the ruins of the cabinet. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm gonna just try and keep a low profile with
Keep
my
on
1
hiding.
health.
Ray, what are you doing now?
Ray is going to try and convince Daryl to come out because Ray realizes a shotgun blast just went off, and these things are attracted to sound, so Ray wants to go.
Right. Clarabelle, you just blew that thing away. What are you doing?
So Clarabelle is gonna be like, "Fuck yeah, that's how you do it." And then
Hell yeah! I'm inspired.
Go, girl.
She's,
That's
You're our
She's
leader
turning-
now.
she's turning bloodthirsty.
there's no other ones around. Like the other one is
The other one-
outside, right?
Well, the other one is back in the kitchen area. You can see it walking.
Oh.
Like there's an open. I forgot to actually explain this. I'm sorry. Like with the serving thing, like out towards the kitchen from to the thing. There's one open, So you see this thing like having like that was like searching around in there. So you still, yeah, it's now heading back out in your direction.
Oh, okay. So after screaming that, gonna turn and fire at that one too, or like
Same.
yeah.
Same roll, please.
She racks her friggin' shotgun. Come on, get
Yeah.
some, get
And
some.
Kale, you're you were kind of like aimed down on the door where Daryl had initially gone in, and it didn't poke its head out. However, you can kind of like see the shot would be much more difficult for you, like to go through that gap. So, like, do you want to continue to bear down, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep holding position. Make sure that if anything, spawns from the forest and tries to sneak up on us. Since we're all occupied in this building, I want to keep our 6 covered.
Now, here's the interesting thing, kind of about this. This is the first time I've done the Overwatch thing. But technically you're overwatching until your next turn roll, so it will trigger if it runs out of here now. So you'll get that shot, and then you'll take your next one when your round comes up, because you haven't gotten to do it.
That's
I feel that that's fair, so you don't lose an action. So it once it hears you like here's Clarabelle like go full like Sigourney Weaver.
hell
It-
yeah.
It reaches its hands over the like open cabinet area, and it launches itself through the window, and it lands, and it starts like lunging towards you, and it dives, and it is super quick. You have not like you it's hard to respect just how fast this was. It's like this
Can't
this
confirm.
perfect this grin just like bouncing across the shadows, and it opens wide as it jumps towards you and attempts to bite you. And you need to roll a coordination plus reaction, please. Yes, Claire.
Can confirm they are very fast.
Sorry, that was coordination plus reaction.
Coordination plus reaction is a dodge roll.
I'm gonna use my almost critical, beautiful, gilded wyvern die. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. So, okay, I'm gonna use 2 more. Son of a bitch. Okay. All right. 2 successes.
Okay, that is even, but the ties go to the attacker. So basically, what happens is it doesn't get any extra damage than the 3 that it would get. So it snaps down at you, and you kind of pull away just in time to get scraped across your chest a bit. However, actually, Kale, you got 1, right? I need to make his.
Yeah.
He got 2. So like he was just too quick. You fired from your last round action, and then now you're doing your this round action, which is it the same?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Shoot
cover
it.
Clarabelle.
Okay, so go ahead. What'd you get?
Let's do that guy again. And that guy. I got 1.
It got 1, so you do 2 damage to it.
Hey.
So you actually like your first shot. You're like wow, but you kind of like aimed like
Well,
better this.
no,
well, I'm sorry.
I did like
You
this.
did it with 1 hand, so you're like yeah.
Yeah, using your
You're like yeah. You're
forearm.
bracing. That's actually how you're supposed to do it if you have 1 arm. Like you're supposed to brace with the other, or if you're injured. So you brace underneath and you fire, and this one actually clips the shoulder good. Bullet goes kind of through. But Clarabelle, what'd you get?
Take that.
For my attack, wait, what am I?
For your attack, you were attacking with a shotgun. Right?
I got 3 successes.
Okay, let's see what it got.
Hell yeah.
It got 2 successes, but you
Aw.
still do 5 damage to it if you have any
Yes.
armor.
Yes.
So this shotgun, like it scrapes across you, and you like kind of blast the shotgun like really quickly, and it's like right point blank, and you see it just blow the chest out of this thing, and the ichor flies away again, and it sort of staggers back. Ray, what did you get?
I get 2 successes.
Okay, and it's going to try and fail. I can't roll shit. You got 1, so which is all you needed.
No, it's
so how
okay,
do you
it's
want to
okay.
finish it?
Don't feel bad.
Oh
my God, yes,
Again,
yes, yes,
Ray
yes, yes, yes.
just coming up behind it, and he's just gonna elbow it right in the back of the teeth.
So like, kind of like launch over. You see Ray launch over as it's staggering and like take the elbow to the side of his head, and it's like just like drops into this like black foam on the ground, starts to dissipate.
And then Daryl lunges out of the cabinet covered in urine. I'm here to help. And oh, it's all over. Okay. Never mind.
All right. So you all have a moment. You kind of like stop. We're out of combat right now. Congratulations. You stop for a moment and you kind of like listen around and you don't hear anything again. No clicking. No bugs either. No cicadas. No nothing. The silence has fallen back over. So take a minute to sort of collect
Hi,
yourself.
guys. Can you guys check and see? I think I might have hurt my back. He turns around and just shows you the red ruin that is his back. I think it might have scratched me on the back.
Yeah, it's just a scratch, Daryl.
Okay,
Yeah,
It's
cool.
just a
you'll be
scratch.
fine.
I'm gonna
I'm
lay
gonna-
down
No
and
big
go
deal.
to sleep.
Can I use my medicine, my emergency field medicine, whatever, to check Daryl?
You may. You can actually. You have a moment. You do need to, like. You can get there's like a first aid kit in the ranger station. There's one in the kitchen. You know. There's a more serious one in the ranger station. So, with that, I would like you to make a acumen plus wit with your medicine and field medicine. So that means 8s explode.
Oh, damn. All right, so I get 3d6s, and then because I have the medicine, I get 3d8s for my skill.
Yes.
Okay. That's not what I need.
So
Okay.
8s explode, as in you re-roll them.
Yeah. It only happens once though. They don't
Yeah,
continually.
they don't
Oh, okay,
stack.
just one explosion.
Yeah, and that second roll, it's just the roll. If they're like, if you're intoxicated, ones on regular dice count against you, just like a distress dice would. But if it's an additional roll, that doesn't matter. It's pass failed the second one. That's it.
All right, so I got a 6 and 2 7s, so 3 successes out of, and then the others were crap. Oh wait. I used 2 seconds, so I'm at a minute and 2 seconds. So do I
Mhm.
add a distress die yet?
You're at a minute and 2 seconds. Have you gained a minute by other means yet? No,
So
you
I gained a minute when I attacked.
That was the first minute you've gotten, though, right?
Yeah.
That is impressive. No, you don't have a distress die until you hit 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Must
cool,
be
cool,
nice.
Cool. So 3 successes.
Okay, 3 successes. You were able to patch Daryl up after it takes some tending, some rest time, but you are able to patch Daryl up for 3 health back.
Hey. While I'm doing that, I'm also going to just vocalize that I have car keys of some kind. I have, what was her name? Gretchen? Gwendolyn?
It was,
Geraldine.
Geraldine.
I found Geraldine. I have her keys.
Bless you,
Oh.
Geraldine.
Well, I mean, at least we got that to get out, because I don't know any other way we're going to get out. And she really wasn't all that good. I feel like we've all grown closer now, that I can tell you as someone in the privy, with all the knowledge of things, she was going to cost us a lot of money in a sexual harassment lawsuit.
Okay,
It was being brought against her.
that's a great
Listen.
story, Kale.
She is my
Well,
my
he's dead, so
my niece's godmother. So,
I'm sorry.
You know,
Okay.
the
She
shade,
really was
the
going to cost
shade
us a lot
creatures
of
are
money.
dead. You don't need to throw anymore.
I got touched when I was hiding in the shadows.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Does anyone else? Does anyone have any solace triggers they'd like to try to? This is a good time to do it. You've got some downtime for a second and kind of catch your breath.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
You go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go first.
You know, I feel like mine is the smell of pine, and I feel like that would be fairly easy to come by. Maybe some of the wood in the building might be pine.
I actually got something for you.
Okay.
You, while you were under there, you were freaking out, but there was a bottle of Pine Sol
Pine
underneath.
Sol. I'm huffing. I'm just huffing this Pine Sol. This is nice. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Please roll all of your distress die, however many you have, which I think is 2, right?
Uh-huh.
Roll both of them. For every 4 that you get, you remove a minute.
Oh.
Kale, what do you have a solace trigger you'd like to partake in?
I'm gonna put this out to chat. So, chat, should Kale sing her show tune?
I think you have to.
And I think I think I'll do it for a $5 donation to the Stand Up to Cancer.
There you go.
So,
Does my donate thing work? Doesn't work. Hold on.
damn.
It wasn't
work
on for
real
my
quick.
stream yet, or for this stream yet.
I know I have the link. It comes up. Let's see.
So we'll hold off.
Well, anyone else wants to partake in their solace trigger if they can?
I don't think Ray needs to. I haven't gotten a minute yet, but he does want to look for a bottle of scotch. So when he needs it, since he's in the kitchen now, he's gonna look for a little pick-me-up for later.
Given that this is normally used for like Boy Scouts, you don't see a lot of scotch in the kitchen. Though
I figured as much, but
you
it
do
can't hurt
you do find a bottle of bourbon, which will count in this situation in the ranger's office.
Hell yes.
It's cheap. It's like wild turkey cheap.
I'm gonna find some cooking sherry for him if I can. Here you
All
go,
right,
buddy.
Clarabelle, do you want to partake in your solace trigger?
Anything in a pinch.
Or perhaps soothe somebody?
Oh, yeah.
3 of you have soothe.
Oh, yes.
Magic me.
Yeah.
Can't do it yourself, but you can do it to each other.
Yeah, I'll do that. My solace trigger is chatting with a close friend, so I don't know how close I feel to any of them. Although Kale did just say that we did connect during this, and I do agree. Yeah, I'll do the soothe. What is that? How does that work? Soothe.
You add 1 minute to your chart just to use it, and you spend 10 seconds basically kind of like talking to somebody, like a pat on the back or something, but giving them that moment. But this is this sort of like supernatural, psychological healing that you're trying to give them. Whom are you doing this with?
I'll do that to Daryl.
Daryl, roll your d4 again.
Okay. Okay. Hey, it's a 4!
Okay, remove 1 minute, not distress die, minute.
But that does get me down 1 distress die.
Exactly.
I add a minute, right?
Yes, for using
So now I'm up to 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
it.
Hey,
Now you have your first
$5
distress die.
donation. Thank you, Blue Collar DM. So it looks like you have to sing.
So I
Ray-
have to sing.
Ray, oh, are you gonna sing to remove? Ray was gonna soothe, but I think we all want to hear the song.
Yeah, let's do the song. I want to hear a nice song.
The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow until there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just pick up my chin and grin and say, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love y'all. Tomorrow, you're always that day away. I feel so much better. It's too damn quiet out here, y'all.
Roll roll your distress die.
I got it 2, so
Yep. Then you still you don't lose any minutes yet, but you are.
But we feel better inside anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
good.
All right. So, you have all had a little bit of a break time. Daryl, you're bandaged up. You're still not the best, but Clarabelle had to go through like half a first aid kit to get you going. So
I feel
You're
a
fine.
little lightheaded and a bit foolish, but but other than that, hey, can I just say, I'm not actually Daryl. I'm Daryl Pendlebrook. I don't work for this company. I just wanted a free vacation. I just want to thank you so much for saving my life. I owe you one. You, Ray, and Kel Arabelle and Kale to a lesser extent. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Not like my life is worth much, but still,
Daryl,
not being eviscerated was great. Thank you.
that's really fucking weird to just show up to
Yeah,
just show up to a pharmaceutical getaway. That's really fucking weird.
I thought
And
the
I'm
drugs
not
would
gonna
be
say
good.
I'm not gonna say that you deserve it because that would be mean, but I'm going to infer it
Yeah,
with my look.
it's inferred. I understand. Listen, think how
Very
I
well.
feel. I picked the wrong fucking vacation retreat.
You did.
Oh yeah, see, you thought you saw pharmaceuticals,
I thought
and you
drugs.
thought things was gonna be all normal, and we was gonna be passing out the happy pills, huh?
That's exactly what I
Did you
thought.
forget to look at the first word? It said Twilight.
Well, I
Nothing
just
is
thought that
nice
would
about
be
this
like some
company.
sexy
I mean,
vampires.
come on now. No, we ain't talking about no sparkle boys. Please get out of here with all that.
This is an
Alright.
incredibly depressing vacation every year. You
Yeah,
chose the
none of
wrong
us like
one.
this.
It's
You-
always bad. All right. Well,
Yes.
Daryl, you do understand that we all three of us tried to get out of this. We
Mhm.
all petitioned to not be here.
And I'm part of the engagement committee from HR. Actually, I'm the head. I came up with our engagement and retention program, which has basically
Okay.
kind of enslaved some of our employees. I mean, you, Clarabelle and Ray, y'all are now in the inner circle. I'm sorry. I'm real sorry.
I'm also
Um,
sorry.
So
yeah, I'm especially sorry.
you're in for life now, unfortunately, and maybe even a little bit of death. But that's
Not
okay.
today.
I hope. Yeah, not today.
Okay.
But,
Not today.
So,
after.
friends,
all right.
I actually know a thing or three about cars and driving, and if we can just get to the parking lot one way or another by hot wire or by exquisite driving, I can get us out of this. I promise.
All right.
With the
so,
mention of that, I want to check and see if there's another jerry can full of gas before we take off, just in case.
So that
Trust
can
fund
that you saw
please.
earlier, you kind of walk by. You still don't hear any clicking. Everything seems really quiet. But when you get there, you open it up, and there is in fact fuel in there.
Does it smell like gasoline or diesel?
Diesel
Fuck.
It's a
Okay.
generator. So
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, it is very possible that there's not going to be a car in that parking lot that's on an empty.
Yeah.
We can pick the nearest car, and I can hotwire it, and we can just take off. Or
I've got keys.
does it have a clicker on it?
yeah, hers definitely has a clicker.
Okay.
Actually,
that
so
would
did
help us-
Janet's.
I have. Do I have Janet's key?
You have Janet's, yeah.
Yeah. Does that have a clicker on it?
It does.
Okay. So maybe we try to hotwire a car, and we use the clicker to distract if any of those things come around, and we send them to the other end of the parking lot. Hopefully.
Hopefully these cars aren't parked directly next to each other.
Yeah,
But-
that would be quite a fucking coincidence, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
All right. So y'all heading up towards the words
Yeah, to the-
path.
To the parking lot or in the direction of the cars.
Right. So you start heading up the path. The path itself is You kind of head across the clearing. As you walk out, you look into the 3 cabins that are across the way. Each of the doors is open or burst or something, the same way yours was, and you see a bunch of body parts lying on the ground in the same puddles of like oozish blood, just seemingly had like breaking them down inside. As far as you can tell, you are the last 4 people alive here. But you do make your way to the trail and you start heading up. And after a few moments, you start to everything's staying quiet. You're not picking up anything. You're feeling really good about it, and then all of a sudden, the sound of a car horn echoes through the night from the direction of the parking area. You hear movement in the bushes, as if something immediately took flight from the underbrush in the direction of the sound. A few terrible, heart-pounding moments of silence pass until they are concluded with a blood-curdling scream.
Well, y'all better them than us.
Yeah, right. However, it could be us next. What the hell was that?
Well, you know what? I got a gun. She's got a gun. You boys could pick up some rocks and throw the rocks like we did the last time in the opposite direction.
You have a whole
of
nother
where we was
gun.
going.
Oh yeah, there's another gun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There was
and
another gun.
Y'all could go
Could
back
I
and
have
another
the
one.
gun?
Are you strong enough to handle it right now in your gentle condition?
I think that Ray has proven that he can punch monsters to death.
Wicked
So-
hard.
He's
Wicked
can punch
hard.
wicked hard.
Wicked hard kid.
Yes.
Also, on the way out, were we able to find anything like even just like a 2x4
Oh my God, yes,
or a
yes,
baseball
yes,
bat
yes,
or
yes,
anything like
yes.
that, like on the way out? You know, any like supplies from Little League or anything on the way out of the ranger station?
Make a you said in the campfire. You said.
No, in the ranger station.
Oh,
Like, on our way out.
Make a. I mean, we're already kind of up a hill, but.
Right. Yeah, I just didn't want to interrupt your.
Oh, sorry. So,
narration.
you were looking for.
Just anything like a club or a pipe or a.
Yeah,
I mean, we can grab
yeah.
some out of the
If
kitchen,
you,
like a.
do you have weaponry? Is what you're saying? Is that like one of your?
No,
skills?
no, I just wanted to have something other than my tiny little knife, and
Oh, you can get a kitchen knife or something. Yeah, definitely.
sure, okay.
Like anybody that wants like a basic melee weapon can find one like that if you want
Great.
to back up.
Also,
Sorry, I was reading the next thing and got lost
no, it's
in your
great.
sentence.
No, that's
good.
totally fine. Okay, so someone honked a horn, and did something fly to the parking lot and kill them?
No, you heard footsteps. They were very fast. It was like it was on all fours running up.
Oh, for God's sake!
Is the horn still going off, or so is it
Yeah.
almost?
Oh God!
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry.
Was it like the boop boop of when you unlock it, or the panic button?
Or just a horn, like somebody just hit the horn.
Right.
Did he freeze up?
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, there
I found it. Sorry. Yeah. So the it kind of like the sound of the car horn kind of echoes for a moment, but after the scream, the alarm has gone off. Right, like you actually hear the chirp of whoever figuring it out and turning it off, but not in time.
Oh,
So that's what
got
happened. Sorry, I read something backwards. But anyway, you making your way up to the parking area?
Oh.
Quietly? We don't really have a choice. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, we have to get in a car and get out of here.
Let's try and make it towards the edge and try and scope it out. See if we can see
Okay.
anything.
You're all able to make it up there pretty safely. It seems that any attention has been drug up to the top of the hill. So the gravel-filled lot is bathed in moonlight, one of the only areas free of the oppressive forest canopy. Cars lie silently on the rocks, absent of motion, sound, or any sign of life. A few measured blinks identify the vehicles with anti-theft devices. There is no sound here, no birds, no insects, just complete unnerving silence. Not science.
There's no science here.
There's no
None.
science here. None. No. So you do, Everybody make a intuition plus vigilance to do like kind of a look-see.
Also, before we go too much further, can we check and see what kind of car logos are on the keys, and just do our best?
Janet drives
Just
a
gonna ask.
Janet drives a Mitsubishi, and Geraldine drives a Cadillac.
Yeah.
All right. 2 successes.
Okay.
2 successes for me as well.
So everybody got 2?
No,
1.
Ray got 0.
All right. Ray, like you're kind of like looking around, like trying to see, like like I don't really see anything. Everybody else, you all spot one of those shades chewing on something behind a truck on the far side of the like it's like down there, like you kind of see its feet sticking out from behind. And yeah, but Ray is like kind of like looking around, and then you see it and you stop. And when you do, you accidentally kick some rocks like forward. One of them hits one of the cars with the anti-theft devices, and boo! Seconds.
Fuck a duck.
Uh-huh. But you are not necessarily in combat yet, because it's going to poke its head up, but it doesn't necessarily see you. It's going to go to the car. So what do you decide to do?
For one thing, move away further down the lot away from the anti-theft alarm car.
Cool. The thing is like just going off like crazy, and you see the shade kind of like step up and start like moving towards where it is, or running towards where the car is, as it like sort of jumps on top of it. What is everybody doing like as it's running in that direction?
I want to press the button on the keys to see which car maybe does the bloop bloop.
So 4 cars down on the same side as the car that's currently going off, you see the bloop bloop of a Cadillac Escalade.
Shit! Hit the panic button on it, maybe.
Okay, I'll do that. Bloop bloop.
You hit the panic button, and you see the like shade kind of turn back towards it, and like look down at the one in front of it, and it keeps going at this one. It's like smashing on the glass, like trying to get inside. But as you wait, you see 3 more of these things run out of the woods going towards the Escalade.
Fuck.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at what's the make of the first woman's car? Was it Janet?
Mitsubishi.
Janet, it's a Mitsubishi.
Do I see any Mitsubishis?
Yeah, you actually do see it's a Mitsubishi SUV.
I'm gonna duck down and I'm gonna head towards it, trying to like stay low and like between the cars.
I want you to make a coordination plus composure larceny. I am giving you an additional, like all of your attribute dice are upgraded to D8s for this roll because of the cover of like noise is being made. So you're rolling a full pool of D8s.
Heck
Nice.
yeah. Come on, come on. Okay, so that is 5 minus 1, so 4 successes.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're able to like very very quietly kind of move over there, and you actually, because it's 4 successes, you initially are about to hit the button and you go,
No, I'm not gonna do that.
and you unlock the door. You're silently
With the key,
open
yes.
it and get inside. Everybody needs to make a coordination plus composure. All of you get D8s on your attribute die because of the same reason. So if you don't have larceny or nature, you can still.
You can do it, guys. You can do it. Shh, 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 shh.
All right, sorry. Coordination and the skill die is still D6s, right?
Yeah, your skill die. If you don't have larceny or nature, your skill die would still be D6s. This is something that isn't necessarily a hard and fast rule. It's just one of like every now and again. If I want to give someone an edge, I'll up their attributes. There are ways to do this in game through like dread manifestations and powers.
You just liked our style on this one.
Yeah, I mean it's the way to go. This is really not that hard of a sneak, but
Yeah.
Whatever I get, anyone get a 0? Did everybody get above 0?
Yes.
Then all of you are able to sneak into the car.
Yay.
As you do so, I would like you to make a coordination plus drive check, please. Or I'm sorry, not plus drive. Coordination plus drive will be added to it. We'll go coordination plus. We're gonna call it reaction to get out of here quick. And drive is your.
Got it. I actually have that. I'm definitely getting in the driver's seat. Whoa! Whoa!
Those are some good rolls.
I rolled really
Yeah.
good this time.
Oh
I
boy!
got 4 successes.
With 4 successes, like once everybody's like kind of like closed their doors, you all like kind of slam them at the same time just as he guns it forward. He slides on the gravel. He kind of slides on the gravel as he's trying to like kick back out to the going up, and the back end fishtails and actually hits one of those shades like right off of that the Cadillac and like makes it go flying to the air. But as you start tearing up the road, you see all the shades turn and start running after you.
Oh, come on, Mitsubishi! Come on! Japanese manufacturing for the win!
Who's
Yeah,
got
and
the handguns? I don't have one,
I
but
think I took one.
oh, okay.
Passed it to Ray since I'm driving.
Yeah, Ray will take the second handgun since he's not gonna punch them out of the vehicle.
Although that would be badass.
You're all gonna
Would be.
act on the same initiative, which is gonna be before them. We're in a kind of a chase scene right now. So your job is to drive, Daryl. So
No.
every round
Oh,
you're gonna
God.
make that roll. Those of you who are shooting need to make a coordination plus composure firearms check if you decide to
Holy
shoot.
shit!
Oh no.
Can I help Daryl in any way? Like, hey, look out for that rock, or
Spot for me!
yeah.
You can navigate actually. So we'll do a intuition plus vigilance. I think would be best for that. Yeah, intuition plus vigilance. And you can
yeah.
add navigation to it if you have it.
I have
wait.
that. No, I'm already using drive for mine, so.
Yeah.
Come on, you fucker.
Alright. I pushed my seconds.
What did the shooters
here.
get?
Fuck
It's,
me.
3
One.
successes, and Ray has gotten his first minute because first 4 I rolled were all failures, so I spent 4 seconds.
There you go. Well, it looks like you both hit. Hold on. Yeah, you did. Both of you hit. The shotgun, I rolled 0, so you got 5 damage. You actually stagger the one up in
Bam!
the lead. The shotgun blast going like right through part of his like face and mouth, chipping a bunch of teeth and making him stumble and sort of roll a bit as he staggers. And then your handgun shot, what'd you get?
3 successes.
So you actually do 5 damage to him as well, and that one, like you see the bullet just go like chunk like directly into his chest, and he kind of like his front paw, like front arms, as they're kind of like trying to run, like he stumbles a bit, or it stumbles a bit as it tries to like regain itself. The third and fourth one, however, are pulling up the rear behind them. What'd you get on your drive rolls, the 2 of you?
I spent 4 seconds because I rolled nothing but ones, and I got 1 success.
Okay. What'd you get, Daryl?
I got 4 successes because I am an action hero.
You're a race car driver.
I am finally good
So,
for something.
Yeah. urged on by the pain in your back and shoulder and every part of your body, you're absolutely just in the zone driving now. And you've got like Kale and the side thing. They're like, watch out for that and stuff like that. But the two of you, you're able to like book it up this hill, going up this hill to the top of the mountain. You know that you're going to eventually get to the outer like kind of gate where there's like a big sort of building where they let you onto the premises and stuff, and that's like the main ranger station for the park. Is up at the top there. It's like an actual administrative building and stuff. But that's where you're headed right now. The Shades are not able to keep up with you. Since you actually got a 5, and their rolls, they did not get good enough to keep up with you. You leave them in the dust, and you tripped up the other 2, so they didn't get to. So you actually end up leaving them in the dust and getting all the way to the top of the hill. Your lights are like the lights of your truck are kind of bouncing up and down. Everything still seems calm. The only sound you really hear is the engine until you get to, not terribly far away from where the building is, and you start to hear the faintest sound of crickets in the background.
I've never been so excited to hear bugs. I take back everything bad I ever said about all of you.
And as you get to the very top of the hill, you see that the big arm is put down in front of the way, and there's no way to get out of here without shredding your tires unless you somehow open the gate to the guard area.
So wait, there's a gate shut in front of us?
Yeah.
Yep, but there's a big administrative building to the left. So you find yourselves at the main gates of Six Ridge. The large administration building stands lit and ominously still in the small hill just inside the main gates. The steel barrier arm is securely locked in place, blocking the group from leaving by vehicle. There's a hydraulic lock holding it in place. And the sounds of life, though, are more prominent here. Still not like as loud as they were before you went to bed, but you are starting to hear like just things in the background, some birds cawing here and there and things like that. So it feels, and the sound just kind of gives you a little bit more feeling of safety.
Ray, I think Ray and I should go. You guys stay in the car and we'll go.
Here. Ray, take butcher knife, maybe give me gun.
You have an extra gun.
Yes, we have one extra gun.
Yeah, Ray took the gun and Kale has a gun and then I have the shotgun.
Yeah, I don't have a gun.
Yeah, you should probably keep your knife. Yeah.
Wait, Kale, here, maybe, you give me your gun.
Now, I'm
No
not
offense,
sure
I
that's
just-
the wisest thing to do because of our history. I'm working on rebuilding a trust bridge with you.
You know what? We don't have time to argue.
So
Exactly. So you're going to keep your little sharp and pointy stick, and I'm
we'll
going to
cover
keep my
you. Yeah,
boom
we'll stay
boom
out here.
thing.
Don't
And
get
I
that
think
arm
we should
open.
actually, maybe honk
Clarabelle's
and see
gonna
if
head
there's
out.
someone alive.
with Ray.
Ray-
It's like,
I'll
Ray-
manage
Ray's
Kale.
gonna-
You
He's
go
gonna
inside.
slowly like slip out the door as they're like going back and forth. We're just gonna kind of like exit the
gonna
vehicle.
come around the back or go whichever side we need to go on to try to go together. And like I'm gonna be with the shotgun, just looking out behind us.
And where you're into the administration building?
Yeah, wherever we need to, whatever we can see that we need to do to lift that.
Well, you kind of go to the gatehouse, and once you get in, you see that you're going to need like an actual key of some sort, which you don't see anywhere. So the administration building is probably going to be the way to go.
Oh man, looking at Ray. Do we just do this ourselves? I mean,
I don't think we should split up. I'm gonna leave the car running. I don't think these things can drive. Come on, we should all go together.
All right,
I think we
let's
should.
go.
I think we
Let's
should
go.
stick together.
Okay.
Hustle,
Let's-
hustle,
let's-
hustle.
Let's go catch up. Hustle. You're the one who's falling to pieces.
I'm sorry,
You know
I'm
who you're trying to
panicking.
hurry.
You all head up into the administration building, but this place tells a far different story than the exterior. While that looks calm, inside there's blood everywhere, signs of an immense struggle and easily a dozen bodies. The walls are lined with bullet holes, furniture is broken and battered, viscera and gore is strewn about haphazardly, and some of the bodies appear to have been partially consumed. They are wearing military-grade assault gear, most of which has been too savage to be salvageable. As you struggle to keep your stomach in check, you may keep it together. You are startled by the sound of a weak cough coming from behind the administration desk. So please, make keep it together checks. It's resilience plus metal. You do get D8s, just automatically.
Right.
All 3. Sorry.
1 success. It looks like my back in here.
It's 2 successes for Ray.
Two successes for Kale.
All right, Clairbo, what'd you get? 2.
2.
All of you've seen worse tonight. This is just things have been weird.
I have felt
You're all
worse physically in my
of,
body.
however, you are interrupted by a weak cough, kind of coming from behind the administration desk. So what do you do?
Rush over them.
Slowly make our way over and.
Oh, I was gonna rush right over.
Yeah.
So as you rush around the desk, you see one of the combatants lying on the ground dying. He's got his hand like kind of up, and it's holding something. And as you poke your head around, he looks at you, and he just holds it up in front of you, and he says, "Feed," and he just drops dead, still clutching what was in his hand.
Oh shit.
I'll go to look at his hand at least. I don't want to set off a bomb or anything by taking it out.
Right?
Yeah, they there's it's a small bauble that has that's not what I
It's
wrote.
in the shape of a voluptuous woman.
It's a sun symbol. And the moment that you touch it, you feel a sense of contentment and satisfaction, as if you just finished the most delicious and filling meal you had ever eaten. So if you're curious about this, make an acumen plus. We'll go with vigilance. Acumen plus vigilance and occult will increase your die pool here to D8s.
Okay. I have a cult for devils and demons. No.
Not on this.
All right. So acumen and I lost it.
Acumen and it's acumen plus
vigilance. He said
vigilance because you're trying to or wit actually. No, acumen vigilance is fine because you're searching it.
Well, I got 1 success.
Okay. Well, she's holding it. The reason that she's able to make this is because she's feeling something.
Gotcha.
I am going. I got a 1 success.
That's all you need to know that the nature of this item is that it seems to make you immune to dread hunger itself. Like you no longer are affected by the dread hunger power while holding it. And that's pretty much kind of what you pick it up. But you do recognize it. It's like something you've read in occult books that was supposed to a Roman emperor once wore it across the Sahara so that he wouldn't starve or thirst to death and other kinds of things. You never thought you would see something like this. The second you touch it, you know the story's real. In addition, there is a spear lying next to him on the ground. Ray, you were kind of over there too?
Yeah, Ray was over there.
The spear itself is... it's very ornately carved. It looks like the haft is made out of ash or yew, maybe. It's got a bunch of intricate engravings in it, and the head of it is gold. And at the very base of the head of it, there's a sunburst.
That is not a military issue.
No, and something else as you say that, and you're looking around. all of these soldiers, their armor looks really weird. You've never seen an armor like this before. They've got it reminds everyone here of the pictures of like Roman musculata that they would wear, but it's Kevlar on each of them. And there's a couple of them with those knotted cords of rank, or like Roman style ranking systems that you remember from like high school, history class. And it's very odd. None of them seem to be like they're not wearing any identification. They are in a form of like fatigues and uniform, but it's like just designed very strangely. And there are numerous like assault rifles lying around and things like that if you would like them.
Yeah, I'd like one for each arm to just sort of Rambo it.
They've got assault. There are assault carbines. They're not like full on rifles. They're more like a smaller, like more compact, fully automatic. So their damage value is 3, and the quality they have is automatic.
Be right back. I just gotta change venues.
Okay.
Bonanza, but so are these bodies all shadow blooded? Like, are they burning like the other dead bodies were, or
these
not?
bodies are not burning. The blood, strangely, as you kind of pick up, you see some areas where the blood seems to be doing that, but you all notice that around Clarabelle, who is holding this talisman, the blood like goes away, moves away from her immediately.
Oh, hello. What's all this then? Hey, could you hold that thing over near this guy so I can get his sweet Kevlar vest off of his corpse and wear it?
Yeah, all right. I mean, I'm kind of a little bit nervous that these people couldn't handle what was going on, and yet we think we might be able to, but okay. Gonna head over.
Oh no, I just I just want to, put up as much of a fight while I die as possible.
Yeah, I hear that, because, yeah, this doesn't look good.
Interrupting your conversation, a wail blasts from the basement. This doorway that's kind of on the other side. It is a blood-curdling, horrific scream of some sort, and it does not sound like a person made it. It's almost deep and strange. And as that happens, you start hearing there's like a long silence that follows as you all kind of give each other like a what the fuck look, and then a scratching can be heard coming from the front doors, as if something very bestial is coming and probing for a way inside. The scratching becomes more forceful and deliberate and is joined by a second source on the opposite side of the building near the curtained window, and you hear the same familiar clicking from all around the building.
Okay.
Well,
Get the guns.
I'm gonna keep my shotgun, but
yeah.
Automatic, what that does, by the way, for every time you make a hit with an automatic weapon, you re-roll your net hits. So if you roll 3 hits, you re-roll those dice again no matter what they were, and you get to keep the second roll. If you roll an 8, you get to re-roll 2 dice, if you have a specialty in that kind of weapon.
Okay. Gear up, friends. Shit's going down.
Yeah, could I see if maybe there's some more of those nifty little treats hidden on anybody else's body?
There's nothing. Did anyone pick up the spear?
I'm going
Ray
to request that Ray pick up the spear.
Okay, Ray, when you pick up the spear, when you pick up the spear, you feel courageous almost. Like a lot of the stress and things are going on. It's still there, but you just had this sense of needing to push forward no matter how wild things become, because you want to see this to the end. It's almost like it's imbuing you with this supernatural like drive and courage.
We have to do this. We have to keep going.
Now, weaponry is what you'll have to roll for this one, by the way. Not hand to hand. But the damage value is 3, and the quality is Grievous. Grievous is, well, it does really bad things if you hit him with it. If you do at least 5 damage to somebody.
Would the martial arts background, I mean, one of the basic weapons in martial arts, I know it's not exactly a spear, but a bow staff, so the use of a polearm style weapon would be familiar to Ray?
Yeah, it's,
you can totally throw me down.
I'm trying to think. No, I get it. I'm trying to make it work. That's what I do. Maybe because your role in general is going to be different. This is a strength plus your probably it's still a strength plus toughness because you're using your body to swing. So it's a strength plus toughness roll, but I don't think I can give you that on the spear because it's kind of baller. Because it has armor piercing as well, so it ignores 3 points of armor.
Yeah, let's not make it.
And just to let you know, if you become a target of a dread power or a dread being's whatever, if I have you roll something, you get an extra D8 on that roll for holding this weapon.
I accept that.
Well, this is some sick gear upgrades that we just got, but yeah, Clarabelle's right. These well-trained military professionals couldn't handle this en masse while we're working as a unit, so let's try to get the hell out of here, if at all possible.
You are hearing this building is currently surrounded by those clicking things.
Do you think there might be another way out?
Can Ray just survey the area real quick? Are there any remnants of the shadowy? Does it look like they killed any of them?
You can't tell. You can't tell because you do know that every single time you've killed one, they've just completely dissipated. Mm-hmm. So it's like they just slipped away from reality. So you can't tell how many were here, how many they killed.
Let's hope they did a number. But so do we try to get out some other way? Do you think maybe there's a way out through the basement? Because it sure sounded like there was something in the basement.
Maybe if we kill the leader, I mean, whatever that was sounded different than the others. So maybe we kill that and they all go away?
Are you saying we may have found the queen of the hive?
Regardless, we can't go any further in the SUV. Regardless, we're going to have to find a way to open that gate if we want to leave at all. So we have to keep going further. Perhaps there might be another security room or some sort of commander's room. They must have some sort of some sort of key or whatever we need to get out.
Or we can hide forever in the basement.
How did that work out for you last time?
Not good. All right.
Hiding is the only reason you're alive.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Shiny Spear, lead the way. Where are we going? Where would I hide a hydraulic arm key?
Ray's gonna look around for the chance there might be a directory somewhere in this building.
Okay, so make a intuition plus vigilance. I'd make an argument for an aptitude there. I'm not sure what to say. If you have something you think would work.
I have navigation. I could probably find an office in a building.
Sure.
Maybe tactics?
I would say if you were searching the soldiers, yes.
Yeah, but not really for a building so much.
One
It's
success.
2 successes.
Okay, so you find a directory and you do You see where like the offices and everything else are. You kind of found like some blueprints and stuff. Break room. There's a kitchen and things like that. And as you look through, kind of like wander around, the scratching gets louder and louder, and it's like more and more of these clicking things are coming out till they almost drown out all sound you can hear. Right now they can't get in, but another loud wail comes from downstairs in the basement, and you see every room you open into is the same kind of thing. It's like this entire building was fought over, but the crux of everything happened right here at this door trying to get downstairs.
I think we can see where we have to go.
Yeah, let's shut that thing up. Oh,
Yeah,
that was vaguely brave.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just sitting here thinking maybe this wailing is attracting all these other beasties.
Yeah, one way or another, I think you're right. Let's shut this thing up. Let's shut her up.
All right. So you actually open the door, and it opens. It's not locked. And you go down a kind of like, just like a regular L-shaped staircase, kind of like down one side, take a left, and there's a bit of a hallway. And on your left, you see kind of like with those cages that they store like excess stuff in with a lock. And on your right, you see like, basically on left and right for a little bit as you walk. And at the very, very back, there is a single light at the end of this hallway. And as you walk on down it, you see something kind of writhing in the ground. Stairway, as you reach the end of the hallway, you can see a large cavern has been crudely carved into the foundation of this building, leading a stonework tunnel that looks far more ancient than Sixth Ridge. The hallway is musty, and an odor of decay and rot hangs in the air. There's distant torchlight bouncing off the turn in the hall in the distance, giving a soft orange warm luminescence to the corridor. As you come around the corridor, you see a large ovular chamber filled with torchlight and gore. The stench is overwhelming and hits you like a wave, nearly making you vomit where you stand. In the center of the chamber is a giant, writhing, frothing mouth, as if the floor itself grew a maw, and a lashing tongue whips around from its center. Its circular rows of jagged teeth drip with slime. Small wisps of acrid smoke burst from any spot it splashes to. The tongue, as if sensing your arrival, begins lashing direct in your direction.
Oh my god!
All right, this is initiative. Everybody is going to make it is intuition plus vigilance, please.
The soldiers definitely softened it up for us. That's my feeling. I think
so. We'll be fine.
It's what is it? Intuition and
vigilance.
Vigilance. Got it.
That's a 3 for Ray.
Yeah, 3.
Nice.
Okay. Did anyone get a 4 or above?
I got.
Who got a 3? Ray? So 3
Ray.
You got 3? So that's Ray. That's Clarabelle. And that is Daryl. What'd you get, Kale?
11.
11.
How many successes?
How many successes did you get?
Sorry.
I did the same thing the
Did you
first
add them
time.
up?
I was adding them up.
2.
Huh? Get 2?
2.
All right, you got 2 successes. So
75.
236.
Ah, she beat me.
all right. So the maw starts to like open its mouth and like kind of like it's almost like the ground itself is trying to like pull itself towards you, and you can see the ground itself sort of like angle as it snaps in your direction. Kale, what are you doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna fire off a shot, I guess.
All right, so you're gonna make a coordination plus composure roll with firearms if you have it. The tongue is going to lash out at you all. Daryl, what are you doing? Well, the three of you can go together, actually, because you're all together this time.
I think I'm gonna go, Clarabelle, shove that little trinket in its mouth! He said feed, and there's a giant mouth! And then also, I'm gonna go, light it up! Like a Ghostbuster. And I'm just gonna start shooting wildly at it while screaming.
Okay. And Daryl, what are you doing? Or, I'm sorry, Ray, what are you doing?
Other guy.
Ray is gonna try and use the spear to try and intercept it, try and hit it before it
You're gonna
gets
stab
to
the
him.
tongue, basically.
Heck
Yeah, he's
yeah.
gonna try and put the barbell into the tongue.
Yes,
Clarabelle,
get the
what are you
barbell in the tongue! Stick it to the ground. Ray, you're my hero.
Clarabelle.
I am going
Resident Evil
to.
style.
I'm going to like not get super close because if this doesn't work, I don't want to get eaten. But like hold hand out with the thing in my hand in the direction of it.
Make it eat it! Make it eat it!
You need to make a. All right, so we're gonna. You're making a melee attack with weaponry. You already know what that is, right, Ray?
Yeah, strength and toughness.
And then Daryl, you're firing, right? Some sort of gun.
I got,
And
one of the auto
All right, Clarabelle, this is going to be a coordination plus composure to get close enough and throw it in there. However, after you roll that, I need you to roll a composure plus resistance. Remember both, and I'll get to you in a moment. Ray, you are first, so you're going to stab at the tongue. What'd you get?
It's what is it? 6 seconds for an auto pass?
No,
Was that
6 seconds gets rid of all of your minutes.
Oh, then I am gonna spend 4 seconds and re-roll because I failed. Yes, that's 0.
0. So let's see.
Wait,
if the tongue...
I can spend 6 seconds in a round, correct?
Yeah,
Oh no,
yeah.
but then for my reaction, I wouldn't
Right.
have any left. Yeah, so yeah, that's 0.
Okay. It dodges. The tongue just goes underneath your stab. Clarabelle, what did you get on your composure plus resilience roll? What's your composure?
2
Okay.
successes. Thank you for that.
2 successes. As you
Yep.
get close, the smell coming out of this thing almost makes you lose your lunch directly, but you're able to shove it down. And what did you get on your composure plus coordination?
3.
3. And as you do, you just launch this thing in the direction of the mouth.
Yes!
And the mouth greedily jumps up and latches onto it and sucks it down. And the second that it does, it pulls the tongue inside and everything for just a moment. And the second that it does, you hear this this almost rumble underneath you. The maw itself seals, the lips seal together, and it starts slamming against the ground, the stone ground, right there. And everybody needs to make a resilience plus we're gonna call it reaction check really fast to see if you fall down from the entire building underneath you shaking.
I'm sorry! Maybe this was wrong.
No.
1.
4.
2.
1.
Okay, everybody who rolled a 1 or up, you take a second. If you rolled a 4 though, you ride it. You know what I mean? So you got sea legs. But after a few moments, the maw itself starts to suck back into the ground, and it starts to dissipate, and the stone turns back into just regular stone entirely.
Yes!
And at that point, everything kind of just goes silent for a moment.
No fucking way!
As you head back up the stairs and walk outside, there's no more clicking. None. You hear nothing outside.
Oh!
And then walking outside into the where your car is, you actually see the first glimmer of sunlight start coming up over top of the ridge there. And you hear a cacophony of just cicadas and crickets and birds, and just everything seems like it's back to normal. If you didn't turn around and look at all the shit that was in there, you wouldn't have any clue something went on. You also noticed that none of the blood was coming at you as this whole thing went down. And after a few moments, you hear the thumping of a helicopter coming your way from the distance.
Here in the helicopter, Ray is gonna reach and pull out the bourbon.
All right, and that is where we're gonna close. Congratulations, everybody! You have survived.
Wow!
The company retreat.
Woo!
We did it. We all made it.
That
You all made it. Yes, you
That
almost.
was
fun.
tense.
Yeah, that was.
tense.
There was
That
so.
was an incredible monster.
Clarabelle is convinced
at the
that they
end.
will all
What
be
a-
shot and
what a
killed
great
by the
monster.
military.
Yeah, it
Really
is
well
a fun
described.
monster. It is a
Daryl
very,
runs.
very scary
Daryl is
monster.
gonna get in the car and flee. Wasn't supposed to be here.
I'm going to give you a bit of an aftermath. Then, as you try to flee away, you are stopped by two black unmarked vehicles,
Oh,
and the
shit.
same Roman-looking uniformed guys get out,
Hey,
and they
guys.
detain you while speaking in Latin.
Oh, hey, I figured out the mouth thing. Vini feed Vici.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what you're talking about. We didn't see anything. We didn't see anything at all.
But this
And
group,
secretly,
just to
Kale
give you a bit of a
knows this-
tease.
Since Ray doesn't understand Latin, I believe that
would be a
trigger.
minute at this moment. Yeah, it would be a
Yes.
minute at this moment.
So he's freaking out.
Yeah, he's kind of like, but some of them do speak English. But just to let you know, this is one of the cults that's within the Midnight World lore. This is called the Children of the Ever-Blazing Star. They are a ancient Roman civilization that's known about the Midnight World, the Twilight Veil, and the fact that strange creatures come across, and they've been amassing information about it. There are numerous different cults within the game that you eventually get to be part of. Oftentimes you don't until early on. You're usually just like dipping your toes in, but eventually you'll come across them and get the opportunity to join some of them possibly. So there's different directions you can go, like with those as well. That's part of the lore that's being done and the art being churned out as we speak. So yeah, it's been it's been a lot of fun. Anyone have any questions, any comments, anything? I know the chat probably wants me to describe an ass or something.
I didn't see.
No,
I didn't
Grem's
see
not here
Grem
tonight.
Grem
Grem's not
wasn't
here?
here
Okay.
tonight.
I didn't see her, so.
Does anyone in the game have any questions, any comments, or anything?
I did have a comment from reading through the source material, or the game material. I wanted to play my wound actually a mental illness, but with it being a truncated, 2-night thing, I didn't think I would be able to really let that come across with enough respect.
Sure.
But I wanted to say thank you. Thank you from someone who experiences a few different challenges with mental illness. Having that forward of don't make it a trope and play it with the respect it deserves.
Yeah.
And know there are days that you are on top of your fucking shit and your mental illness can't bring you down no matter how much it tries. And then there's other days that everyone thinks that you've got your shit together.
And you don't.
But on the inside, you're a fucking mess.
Yeah,
You're messier than them clicker beasts.
You never know what's
But-
going on with other people. Yeah.
I want to say thank you for putting that into a mechanic
that was
that people
important.
can experience.
Yeah, that was an important part of the thing, and you're welcome. That's why we wanted to make it like, because basically every gaming group I've ever been in that has played something involving horror or madness or mental illness of any way, it always feels shitty. Like it feels like a punishment to get it to a degree that's like, how many people do you know that don't have like neurotypical people are probably more rare at this point. Our modern day than neurodivergent people are, and we get along. We do what we got to do every day. So the idea is just to play it more realistically. Like these things build up, and yeah, they can cause you to have bad days, but you're a functioning human being even if you have them, and that's what we wanted to come across. And I feel that the design of the distress dice was like the perfect way to implement it, and it was done like I think really well. Something else we want to do with the wounds, had you decided to take your wound as like a something with a mental or a social or something like that, you can still learn how to cope. We didn't want to like make somebody have a 0 forever. That's ridiculous, right? Like you can learn how to gain a little bit more and get on there, and then if you somehow are able to like get a prosthetic or like plastic surgery to fix like a scarred up face or something like that, then you would get points back, for certain things and be able to have those. And it was kind of that was like one of the core desires within our design philosophy as we were going on, is to make sure that we came at this with an understanding that like, we all kind of have our neurodivergences, and like we're making a game, so obviously we can do something. So I appreciate that feedback, and like I'm glad you enjoyed it. Anyone else? We got
well, it was a hoot running around with 1 health left, desperately.
I consider just dropping you to 0 at some point, just to show everybody what happened. But
I was like,
I'm not going to do that.
I so appreciate letting me scramble around with
that
1
was
health.
fun. It was fun. For those interested, what would have happened if you hit 0? There are 3 different things that happen when you die in this game, or when you hit 0 in this game. You get 1, a brush with death. The character is out for the remainder of the combat scene. Once the scene is resolved, they return to consciousness with 1 health and must make a roll on the wound chart, which we don't really have a wound chart anymore. We have a different wound system. Some of this, the pre-release rules document is not 100% edited yet. There's some things that are, but either way, you would take a wound and you would read wounds. Yeah, if the characters in the party are reduced to 0 health, if all characters in the party reduce to 0 health and they choose a brush with death, the director should never take the easy coup de grace. Instead, their opponent simply assumes they're done for and leaves them to die, right? 2 is a dread intervention. When you focus on it, the touch can always hear the faint whispers of the things behind the curtain. They approach the threshold of death, though. Those voices become instant and clamorous. When a character requests a dread intervention, they return to the combat immediately and with full health. One of the Beyonders has taken a personal stake in their success. Compensation is, of course, required for such a gift, and the director and the player should work together to establish the debt the character now owes and how it might be repaid. So basically, the entity that you came in touch with, or whatever it is, like you owe it now. You're owned by it. And the last one is fight the dread. Finally, some players may decide their character's demise is good for the story. In that case, the director should allow the player to describe their heroic self-sacrifice, even though it ends poorly for them. Their courage in the face of certain death inspires the rest of the group. Everyone else at the table may reset their minute hand to 1. That is changed, by the way. Everybody at the rest of the table rolls a solace trigger just immediately, and you're like bolstered. So you would roll all your distress dice, and for every 4, you would take a minute off. I think that was how we did it. Shit, we might have changed it back. You'll know when the regular book comes out, because I can't remember right now. But either way, what it is like, you do a heroic self-sacrifice, and the rest of your team is bolstered. So you can choose that, and then you can make another character if you would like to. Do we have any questions in the chat?
Welcome in, Raiders. We got raid from Initiative League earlier, and just now from TPK Roleplay. So thank you for the raid, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
We survived.
They survived.
There was a giant mouth.
For those who are interested, just coming in, we are playing The Midnight World. This is a game designed by Gemini RPG. I'm one of the developers, designers, writers. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm a part owner now too. So I'm all of these things with this company to get this game out. We have had a successful Kickstarter. The game will be out this year. It's going to happen. We're there. We're almost there. Tired of being like maybe, because COVID screwed everything up. So we this game is involves, it's a horror game that is involves building a sense of dread and terse, like tense situations, as opposed to jump scares. And it does so mechanically through a thing called distress dice. And the more distress you get, the harder your rolls are to succeed.
But they're hard to succeed in this really interesting way where you roll and then you feel like, yes, I did it, and then you look over at your little distress die that are pulling you back, and then you're like, no!
Yeah.
So yeah, the mechanics are great in creating tension and those those roller coaster ups and downs. Also, at the end of this, we fought a giant mouth. That was pretty sick.
A giant floor mouth.
Yeah, have you ever wanted a boss fight against the mouth from the opening of Rocky Horror Picture Show? Because I did, and I got what I wanted tonight.
Yeah, that was and this is one of my favorite one shot or like quick shots to do. I'd like to run some more. I'm going to be running more stuff on the channel for those of you who are interested and want to try it. Anyone who wants to run a game themselves, you want to design a game, set up a game. Maybe you've got something from some other horror game you want to see if you can convert. Maybe you want to play something else or get one of our kind of pre-mades to run yourself. They're not pretty, but we can send something out. So I would be interested in seeing other people run this game, because as of right now, it's like we've been play testing the rules, but now we're ready to hand it to everybody. So anyone who's interested in playtesting it and would like to do so on stream, that's what my Monday streams are going to be for on the Nat 30s, is for people to get a chance to play Midnight World. So if someone's got something written, they might come in. We might come in and do playtests of supplements we're going to be coming out with. We'll have news and everything else on Mondays, updates on how things are going, things of that nature. And,
that's way cool. I would definitely be interested in running a game in it.
Then hit me up and we'll talk about that on what you want to do. I think my little brother's going to try to run one, and
awesome.
I think Tony's going to try to run one.
Nice.
So yeah, we've got a lot of people who are interested in trying to run them now that we've got the solidified rule set. If anyone's interested in getting the free pre-release rule set, if you are part of the Nat 30s Discord channel, I think we're going to set up a channel for that or something.
Yep. I'm gonna set up a whole section for that.
We're gonna have a Midnight World section, and we're gonna have the rules set in there with the character sheets, so you can it's like a 92-page document so far of just what you need to play. It's of course missing a lot of the other in-depth stuff. It even references some stuff that's not in there because you don't need it, but it is you can give it a try.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's the dice system for those who are interested is it's basically D6s per point in the attribute that you have, and then D6s per point in a skill that you have. But if you have an aptitude, so for example, if you're doing coordination plus composure to shoot a firearm, but you have firearms as an aptitude, instead you're rolling D6s for your aptitude and D8s for your skills. For that skill, so it increases it, and it means it kind of weighs skills a little heavier in the game. You level up by getting scared, basically. The more stressed out you become, the further, the closer to the touch of the dread being that you deal with. The closer you get there, and you're almost supernaturally growing as a person, and eventually your clock will strike midnight, and then your story is over. Something kind of wild will happen. I'm not going to ruin that for anybody. We'll get it. The finals will be in the book, or one day I may play test or do a quick 11th to 12th hour to show you everyone what that's going to be like. And of course, if you're the director, which is what we call our storytellers, director. If you're the director, you make up whatever you want. It's your game after you get it. But
I love that idea that it's very it's very cinematic horror film, where it does seem that the more ground up the characters get, the stronger they get by the end of the story. Yeah. Even if they don't make it through it, they are way more badass the more hurt they get, which is just like life.
It is.
All of the people I respect the most have been through the shit. and no pain, no personality.
And that's actually what got me on the project. It was the first time I played. The rules were slightly different than what they are now, but the core was there, the heart of it was there. And the first time I played it, I was I want to play this again right now.
Yeah.
And then I started being James, I'm going to run games, and he was please run games. and then he sent me the alpha build, and I was like, all right. And then I just started running stuff for people all the time, and we started play testing it, and then they were like, and then they kept adopting all my house rules into real rules.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Well, that's
like,
what a great arc.
Yeah, it was pretty much, they were like, yeah, you want to come to the writers retreat? And I went to the writers retreat, and I had this idea to because originally all the aptitudes were another kind of skill called vocational skills with their own dice pools.
Okay.
I changed those over to aptitudes so that they just upgraded dice pools, which ended up it fixed a lot of the issues that we all kind of had with what was going on and couldn't figure out, and made it feel like a lot cleaner and less confusing.
Yeah, this feels very clean.
It feels simple enough that you can run it on the fly, which was also meant to be.
It's such a beautiful. I feel like it would work so well for one shots.
Yeah, and there will be in the book. There's going to be a random, because you can randomize your character generation as we did at the beginning. But the other idea was there's a randomized story generator. The purpose of that is supposed to be that you're sitting around, you want to play a game, you go, and no one's prepared anything. You can random out, the storyteller or the director can random out what's going to happen, sort of, and get kind of like a loose narrative that they can tell the story with.
That would be really helpful for a lot of people that struggle with that blank page problem.
Yeah, it just gives you. It's supposed to give you a nudge in the direction that you need, and sort of stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. This was a lot of fun.
Thanks
for
letting us play. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I'm happy that everybody was able to join us, and everybody that watched. I appreciate it. Keep an eye out on Nat30s, because we'll be joining on Mondays for Midnight Mondays.
Midnight Mondays, awesome. That's
Midnight
so cool.
Mondays. The first week of August will be the first Monday in August will be when I'll be able to do it, because I am playing in a charity stream on Mondays through July.
It needs to be the second Monday in August, because I am out of town in Nashville to see family that week.
Oh, okay.
So I won't be able to set anything up, but I will be able to. I'll be up. Well, okay. Let me keep with you. I may be able to bring up a laptop.
More to come.
So we'll keep in touch. So right now, I think it'll be second week, but it may be first.
Oh, that is very spooky.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. We've got a bunch of stuff that's changing over the next month to 6 to 8 weeks or whatever. Let's see. So for our regulars, the extra ticket is going away only because it's a lot for me to keep track of, and I'm replacing it with a shop, basically, so that when we play our D&D one shots, you can purchase stuff for the players. So that's going to be coming soon. I did redeem everybody's extra tickets, because some of you had 10 to 15 of them. Yeah. Oh, we got some merch being repped right down here. Some tits and arrows right down there. So you can.
Yay! Boobies and arrows.
There's boobs on your boobs.
There's boobs on your boobs. You can check out our TeePublic, where you can get your very own. And we actually are. Did we? I believe our Etsy shop is up as of today. So.
Shit.
If you would like to
check that out.
Yeah, we're gonna get some bundles going, but we've got stickers, we've got buttons, pins, and soon to be t-shirts. That's all coming slowly. And right now, I think we only have one bundle that gets you 4 stickers all together, but we're gonna be working on getting it so that you don't have to purchase one sticker at a time, which doesn't make any sense. So so that's happening. And let's see. What are the other things that I'm always forgetting? We've got a Patreon if you'd like to support us. Everything goes back into the stream. We have awesome giveaways, as people know who have watched us. Our monthly giveaway is, which you can use your channel points. So you're going to want to go into the channel points, and there's a little thing there, and you can redeem that as much as you want. This month's giveaway, which we will be doing the drawing for at the beginning of July, is a handmade dice bag. It is actually reversible, inside out, by 8-Bit Blythe, our friend at 8-Bit Blythe, which if you type 8-Bit, you can go check out her or their shop.
Those are
And
genuinely awesome. We have our podcast has a set of those.
oh yes,
And she
that's how
customizes
Cuba
them
found
so
it.
nicely. They're so well made, and she's such a just rad person in general too. So
Beautiful
There's
job.
a lot of
So
great
awesome.
different choices on the
Oh yeah, I
website.
love all the Bowie, David Bowie.
Oh my god, yeah, the labyrinth
Yes.
one. There's one that it's labyrinth, which is already amazing, and then it's just the many different like versions of David Bowie.
Oh,
It's
yes.
it's awesome.
Doppelganger.
And to put into your dice bag, we will also be giving the winner a Nat 30 D20. So these I had specially made.
Yes.
And they're instead of a 20, it's a 30. And obviously,
awesome.
you know, gimmicky. But when we do play in person, we are going to have a cam die. Sorry, a dice cam die. A dice cam, and you will be able to redeem the Nat 30, so you can give a player a chance to roll a 30, and we will count it as a 30 on the stream. So that we have little things, but that is going to be whoever wins gets to have the dice bag and the die. So enter as many times as you want. Doing it with the channel points means I don't have to keep track because Twitch does it for me. So yeah, that's what's happening.
You guys have so
Some
much
changes.
exciting stuff coming up.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
so
can't
excited
wait
for you.
July.
We've got a lot
Yeah.
happening.
I've got,
I
to write,
cannot wait.
I've got to write 1,900 words on Sunday.
There you go.
Father's Day indeed.
Oh yes, happy Father's Day to everybody
Oh,
who
yes.
identifies as a father of any kind.
Go Dads.
And so we've got anybody who wants to say goodbyes, like outros. Daryl
Oh, yeah.
slash.
Daryl's, yeah, come or go to where you find podcasts and give Could Have Been Heroes a try if you like fantasy goofery or laughing at things or scary, spooky, sad things. It runs the gamut. We really try to keep it like really varied, but I'm playing with a lot of huge personalities that are really funny people, and they're also just like deeply sensitive people. They're forming a caravan of broken fairy tale characters that they're trying to like rehab, and it's like a fun little family atmosphere. If you can believe it, I'm not the biggest personality on that show. So yeah, but so give Could Have Been Heroes a listen. We're really proud of what we're doing. We do like little chunks of fiction at the start and the end of every show to just sort of like expand the lore of it. And my partner Aaron is just doing an incredible job with the sound design and production design of the show. And I do art for the show every week, so like check out our website, couldhavebeenheroes.squarespace.com, where I put up one art piece a week for every episode that goes along with it's something from the episode that's coming out. And I've been forcing myself to do that so that I get better at drawing and painting and stuff. So it's been a lot of fun, and it's just been amazing to put positivity into the world, especially this year. And also it brought me into friendship with all of you lovely people. So thank you so
Yay!
much. So thanks for that. So that's my outro. So give us a listen. I bet we can make you laugh.
For sure.
For sure.
We'll do
Well,
our
Kat,
best.
What about you, Kat?
I am Kat Mays, and I recently gave in to peer pressure and created a Twitter. So you can find me on Twitter at Kat Mays. That's Kat with a K, Mayes. On Insta at cheese_cat. Again, Cat with K. And hopefully you'll be able to find me twitching along with other TTRPG streams. I don't know. I am available. As you can tell, I love doing this and I have fun. So if anyone needs an extra player at any time, I would love to. And again, just thank you, Izzy and Gavin, both of you, for letting me sit at this table.
Oh yeah,
And
it was a lot of fun. It was
Izzy,
great
all
having
your
Yeah,
work.
you were great.
you. Yeah.
It's really
Of
fun.
course,
to play with you.
anytime. All right. Well, Pat.
Yes, come check us out again tomorrow for part 2 of the Odd Jobs and
Oh,
see what will happen to us tomorrow as we continue to go through the tower. And Izzy kind of gave us a little heads up that something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have more fun, more silliness. This is our I don't know, I don't want to call it a one shot, but our mini campaign before we get back to our main campaign, which happens in July, as Izzy said, once we get to roll dice in person and at the same table. First time in
Yeah, gonna be
In a
over
year
a
and
year.
some change.
It's like
gonna be
Year.
good.
a year and like 4 months or something.
Everyone's gonna cry.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see a picture of the group hug.
Yeah, I mean, we'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
down 2 players probably, but you know, maybe
Still.
we'll get one back. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm coming to Boston. I'm doing it.
Well,
So, thank you, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow evening as we continue, as mentioned, with the Mad Biomancer's Tower, which is a one-shot created by Humperdinck's Wares and Loot Tavern and available on Foundry Virtual Tabletop, which is our virtual tabletop of choice. And we need to find somebody to raid. So if anybody's got any, if anybody, oh wait, is Initiative League? Initiative League is playing Ghosts of Tsushima. So let's raid
It's
them.
actually pronounced Tsushima. No, I'm just kidding. You got it. You were right.
I thought it was Tsushima.
I'm wrong. Gavin, thank you so much for sharing
problem.
your work with me and
That was,
all of us.
Great. Yeah.
Me specifically.
Yeah. Specifically you. I was here specifically for you.
Oh yeah, awesome. Thank you.
I could
Like,
tell. It's very Daryl centric.
It's very.
Yes.
It was very Daryl centric.
And yeah, we'll see you back here for Midnight Mondays starting in August. So be sure to hit that follow button and follow us on all of the socials as well. So I'm gonna hit the raid.
Yeah.
Oh, I did a shout out instead of a fucking raid. God damn it.
Don't
It's
forget
midnight.
the credits. Don't forget the credits.
It is
Oh,
midnight.
credits. Do I have
Yeah,
credits
let's
on here?
do some credits for
Oh, I
tonight.
don't have the credits. I do know that thank you for the raids, Initiative League and TPK Roleplay. And also thank you so much for the donation, Blue Collar DM, who is
Yes,
out
thank
of
you.
Providence, Rhode Island. So our neighbor. Thank
Right
you so much for the
nearby.
$5 donation to Stand Up to Cancer. I'm just keeping it as a running thing. You can see it above Gavin's head there. We raised $669 for standuptocancer.org during our two stream charity anniversary streams PvP that we did earlier this month, and we're just gonna keep it going. Any donations are gonna go there, so that's what we're gonna do. It's easy.
Love
It flows through. You don't have to worry about it coming to us and then us, not sending it. Just goes straight to the Stand Up to Cancer. So
Love it.
thank you.
Perfect.
All right. So now I've
This is
hit the
last.
correct thing. So thank you so much, everybody. We are rating
Woo!
and have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
Happy
night.
Juneteenth.
Oh yes, happy
Yeah.
Juneteenth.
Yes, happy Juneteenth.
We'll
Woo!
hopefully that'll get more relevant next year.
Hell yes.
Yes.
More to do next year.
Yes.
All right. So thank you so much.
Mwah.
We'll see you later.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye.